everybody. How's it going? Happy Sunday. Good to see you all. Welcome to a cozy RPG weekend. I'm super excited to play some more Avowed today. It's really tough when a game that you love so much, you only have time to play it once a week. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm like eagerly counting down to every Avowed stream that we have. So thank you guys for being so patient with our playthrough. I mean, I guess it's nice that we get to spread it out and stretch it out a little bit. We're certainly not rushing through the game. If it was up to me, we'd be playing Avowed every week, but you know, I need to work and do adult things, so unfortunately the schedule has only been conducive to one Avowed stream a week, but we've been making them good Avowed streams. The Avowed streams have been nice and long, nice and meaty, just like Bronny's resub.
43 is a good number. Tallara.
43 is a good number. Bronny, thank you so much for using your Twitch Prime on me. I appreciate that. Enjoy your ad-free viewing, your sub badge, your emotes. Also, TS, thank you for the sub earlier. 75 months. That is crazy. Round of applause for both of you guys. Thank you so much for the resub. I hope you guys are doing great. The timing was perfect there, Bronny. Euro says, I'm currently playing Avowed as well. Excellent. We're all leaning into cozy RPG weekend. Apologies for the last minute schedule change. We were going to stream yesterday, but something came up, so we're streaming today instead. As I was saying, I know we've only been streaming Avowed once a week, but I feel like we've been making the most of it because I have been trying to make those Avowed streams nice and long. The Avowed streams are normally 4 to 5 hours in length, so we're doing what we can under our time restrictions, but all of that is to say I'm so excited to play some more Avowed today. When we left off last week, we certainly left off in a bit of a cliffhanger type moment. A ton happened on our last stream. We're currently in the second major area called Emerald Stair. And there, I mean, there's a lot of tension in the world in general, but there's a lot of tension in Emerald Stair due to the presence of animancers, aka soul scientists or soul magicians. It's a practice that not a lot of people look kindly on. And one of those peoples who do not like animancy is the Steel Garrote. So we saw that they were in Emerald Stair. We actually found their little hiding place. They were in a cave behind a waterfall, and we tried to figure out what they were doing. We didn't really get a lot of information. Eventually, we found a trader, and she filled us in that they were here to make a move on Fior Mesa Verno, the capital city, which honestly was what we were kind of expecting. I thought we were going to have time to deal with it later. We followed the side quest, which brought us to an ancient ruin called Naku Tedek. And when we were there, we finally got some huge answers on who the voice inside our head is. The voice inside our head is the god of the living lands. That's right, this is not a godless land after all. There is a god, but she has been imprisoned and subsequently forgotten. So we've got a new goal. We need to go find where she's imprisoned. Maybe help her out, we're not sure, but regardless, it appears that her imprisonment is closely linked to the origin of the Dream Scourge. So we've got a lead, we got some answers. However, as soon as we exited Naku Tedek, what did we find? The Steel Garrote have burned Fior Mesa Verno to the ground. I theorized about this a bit last week. I wonder if there's anything we could have done to stop that. What I found about Avowed so far is that they do present you with choices, but they're not presented as a very black and white Life is Strange or Mass Effect choice where you have to pick choice A or choice B. It seems just if you stumble upon things, you can make a difference. If you do things in the right order, you can make a difference. So what I'm wondering is if we had dealt with the Steel Garrote before I had progressed the main quest, if we could have saved Fior Days Averno. Maybe we couldn't have. I have no idea, but it's interesting to think that maybe we had the opportunity. Regardless, there's nothing we can do now. The city has been completely burned down, and we convinced all of the survivors to head to Thirdborn, which is another city out in a desert region. That's actually where we're going to head next. At this point, there's nothing we can really do about what the Steel Garrote or the rest of the Empire is doing. We can only focus on our objective, which is to hunt down the source of the Dream Scourge, and I definitely want more answers from this god of ours. So today when we load in, we're going to be loading back into Emerald Stair. We do have some side quests that we need to do in the region before we move on. One side quest in particular that I'm excited to do, we get to confront the Steel Garrote and say, what the fuck? So that's what we're going to do to start. I can't wait to confront them. We've got a couple of other side quests we need to finish up. But all of that is to say, I think we're going to finish in Emerald Stair today, and we're going to move on to our next main area, which I'm super excited about. So there you have it. There's a quick recap for anyone who needed their brains refreshed or who may have missed last week's stream. And I see we've got some other friends coming in. I haven't even said hello to everyone yet. I'm sorry. I got way ahead of myself talking about Avowed. We need to focus on what's important here. I need to say hi to all my friends. Hello, Jazzy finally got here first. Round of applause for Jazzy for finally getting first. GG's, Jazzy. Hello, Bronny. Hello, TS. Hello, Euro. And hello, Lonnie. How are you guys? I hope your weekend has been fantastic. I hope your Sunday is treating you well so far. If you're in North America, then today is the first day of the clock springing ahead. I actually forgot that it was happening until my dad texted me last night and was like, remember, clocks are springing ahead tonight. And I was like, oh, I forgot that. And we were talking about it roughly in the Discord. I feel like we complain about this every year about how dumb daylight savings is. But the part that always surprises me is how much the 1 hour time change actually affects me. Because like in theory, it's like, oh, your clock has gone an hour ahead. You know, that's not such a big deal. But I feel out of sorts this morning. Like I feel my body is just like, what the fuck? Like it's not 11:30, it's only 10:30, and yeah, it's weird. I'm sure other people are feeling weird too. We'll all get through it. We'll get through this together. And for everyone else on the other side of the pond, I've been informed that your clocks don't spring ahead till March 30th, so you've got a couple more weeks to get used to it. On the bright side, Kirky made a great point. For the next couple of weeks, we are now 1 hour closer, so my streams start 1 hour earlier, which for you guys living so far away is probably a good thing. So there's got to be some good things to all of this, right? So we'll take it. Euro says, I turned Avowed off last night at 1:45 a.m. and then as I was getting around for bed, it was suddenly 3 a.m. I was so thrown off for a minute. Yeah, seriously. I was the same way. I was ready for bed around midnight, and then all of a sudden it was 1, and then by the time I'm ready for sleep, it was 1:30, and it's like all of a sudden I'm up so much later, and yeah, it's weird. It's weird. I'm weirdly unaffected by it most times. Good. I'm glad. I'm sure it affects some people more than others, obviously, as most things do. But, I mean, yeah, it's just annoying, right? That's the long and short of it. It's annoying. Bronny says, I might have caught up with you in Avowed. Oh, I've not caught up then. Sorry, I hope I'm not giving you too many spoilers, Bronny. I know that's the issue with playing new games that other people are playing at the same time, is that obviously I'm sure a lot of you guys want to hang out, but at the same time you don't want to spoil your own playthroughs, and I totally get that. So I do apologize for any spoilers, and if anybody needs to tuck and run, no need to apologize. I get it. TS says, we're getting very mixed vibes from the living god. Maybe they would have torched the town anyway, but out of revenge had you dealt with them. Seems like a major enough plot point to happen either way, just for differing reasons depending on your choices. That's what I was thinking, TS. Like, in my mind, I want to think that we could have saved the town, but you're right, that it does seem to be such a big plot point and is probably instrumental to other things going down the road that it probably couldn't have been avoided completely. But certainly in subsequent playthroughs, I'll want to approach that situation differently, maybe clear out the whole Steel Garrote camp right at the beginning and just kind of see how things unfold from there. Lonnie says, yeah, I stayed up watching UFC with the crew last night, got called in at 7 o'clock this morning for a job, got done with that in a couple hours, then met with the family for brunch, is to say I'm tired. I bet you are tired, but Lonnie, that sounds fantastic. UFC with friends, you get a little work done in the morning, get some money, then had brunch, and now you're here hanging out with us. I mean, sounds like a pretty good series of events for you. So hey, that's the whole point of a cozy RPG Sunday. It's going to be nice and relaxing. Everyone can settle in with their cup of tea or coffee, get relaxed, get cozy. Maybe you'll drift off at some point during the stream. It's going to be a nice, cozy stream today, and that's just the way we like it around here, especially on a day like today when we're all dealing with the effects of see, and here's another thing I always get confused about. Is it daylight savings time now, or was it daylight saving time before? You know what I mean? I don't know. It doesn't even matter. It's just dumb. It's daylight savings time now. Okay. Got it. See, and then that doesn't make sense to me logically. Because when you just think of the words daylight savings time, you're trying to save daylight. Wouldn't you want to save daylight during the darkest months of the year? Because, like, the days are naturally already getting longer at this point in the year. I don't know that we needed to save more daylight now. Couldn't we have saved some daylight back when it was dark every day at 4 o'clock in the afternoon? It's confusing. Hey, Idaho. Idaho says we finally hit hoodie weather here. The winter jacket has been put away. Hell yeah. That deserves a round of applause. It's actually been beautiful here this weekend as well. It has been hoodie weather. We went out, we walked to the gym yesterday and it was so nice. I was just in a hoodie. Feels very much like spring. Now, we talked about this. There's always a false spring before a second or third winter. So I am fully aware that there's going to be more cold, maybe more snow coming. But for the time being, I am fully embracing this fall spring. I'm enjoying the sunshine. I'm enjoying the mild weather. And yeah, hoodie season is definitely here. Lonnie says, I live in Florida. What's a winter's jacket? Well, you see, it's normally a big puffy coat, usually filled with like down. You know, the really high quality ones are filled with like goose feathers, and you put them on and they keep you snug and toasty and warm like a little cinnamon bun. That's my definition of a winter's jacket. Jazzy says, want to know what grinds my gears? Yes, tell me, spill the tea. What grinds Jazzy's gears? Living 1 mile from the post office, and it takes 4 hours to deliver a package. Do they deliver the mail on foot, perhaps? Even then, I think I could easily walk a mile in less than 4 hours, but that's definitely annoying. Yeah. What are you waiting on? Is it something fun? Are you waiting anxiously for something fun to be delivered and they're taking all day? Horse and buggy. Honestly, even horse and buggy would be more efficient. 4 hours is a lot. No, that's exactly the point. The clock's changing tries to line up daylight hours when most people are out and about. Emphasis on tries. See, that was probably more effective like 100 years ago when people sort of structured their day around the sun. But we now live in a global world where people, you know, do things 24 hours a day. So I feel like we've definitely moved past the need, if we ever had a need in the first place for such a concept. But anyway, how many times have we complained about this whole system and nothing has changed? So maybe one of these days we can all have a party and celebrate the abolishment of daylight saving time. But until then, at least we can all relish in the fact that we're all going through this together, you know? Solidarity in numbers, if you will. Ronnie says, we have fucking electric lighting. Oh, you're waiting for a new mic arm. Very cool. Very cool. Hopefully it's here soon. Lonnie says, here's the fun part of Florida here. In a couple of months, we'll be living very close to the surface of the sun. That is a very fun part about Florida, isn't it? For 6 months of the year, you're essentially living on the surface of the sun. And who doesn't love that, right? And hey, you've got Disney World. Lonnie, not to like dox you or anything, and feel free not to answer my question, but whereabouts in Florida do you live? Perhaps we can use Disney World as the central point. How far away are you from Disney World, which is obviously the most important landmark in the state of Florida? The last time I was in Florida was in 2021. 2021? No, 2022. 2022. Me and my dad went to Miami in September. It was mid-September that we went. I think I've talked about this before. Me and my dad are big NFL football fans. I'm a New England Patriots fan. My dad is a Miami Dolphins fan. So every couple of years we try to do a football trip. So excuse me, I believe it was in 2018 we went to Boston, and then in 2022 we went to Miami, and now we're actually looking this coming year to hopefully go back to Boston again. But regardless, the whole reason I'm telling you this story is the last time I was in Florida I got COVID, so you can say I'm a bit pissed off with you guys. It's a grudge I've not let go of. I was in Florida for all of 48 hours. I flew down on a Friday night. I came back on a Monday morning. It was just the weekend, just for football. I was in your state for 48 hours, and I got COVID for the first time, and it literally almost killed me. So I'm a little salty about the state of Florida, but, you know, good Disney World. Since you're a football fan, I'll give you a hint. It's one of the biggest jokes of an NFL city. Jacksonville? What is Jacksonville? Bump. Although, honestly, that could also... I feel like what is Miami could also be an answer, considering the Miami Dolphins' luck or lack thereof. Of the last 30, 40 years. It is Jacksonville. Okay, I've never been up that way. I've only ever been Orlando South. I've obviously been to Orlando for Disney World. I've been a couple times. A couple times when we were in Orlando, we also made the trek down to Tampa Bay area because it's not that far. And then I was in Miami that one time and I got COVID. So maybe the next trip has to be to Jacksonville. TS is what I'm learning here is that 72 hours in Florida is lethal. Honestly, yes. And I wish Beast was here because I feel like Beast gets personally offended every time I tell the story about how I got COVID when I went to Florida. So I love telling it, of course. Hey, Sleepy, how are you? Happy Sunday. All right, guys. Without further ado, how about we get Avowed? Oh, there's Beast. Beast is just like Bloody Mary. You say his name 3 times and he appears. I love it. He just crawls out of the woodwork whenever you mention Florida or his name. If all you got was COVID, you came out on top. Honestly, touche. Anywho, let's load up Avowed here, shall we? We can still shit talk Beast and the state of Florida while we're loading into the game, but I figure we may as well load in. Last week when we were trying to launch Avowed for the first time, they needed me to install shaders, and for some reason that took like so long. I'm pretty sure that happened last time because there had been an Avowed update, and so I suppose the update introduced new shaders. All of this is to say I'm hoping there will be no shader updating today, but perhaps I've just jinxed myself. In the meantime, oh no! I was just about to say, in the meantime, there's an adorable Pokemon in chat and was about to throw a Pokeball at a Zoovril, but it's gone, so anyway. Anyway. It does that after the graphics driver updates. Oh, damn. I feel like there was another graphics driver update last week, so we might have to do this again. Okay, we'll find out. So I actually hit run on Avowed, and now it says it's running install script, Microsoft VC redistributable. I don't know what that means. but it seems to be taking a while. See, this is why I said I gotta go get Avowed launched, because it takes forever. Can I just... I'm gonna restart Steam. Yeah. Let's do this. My then fiance met my parents at an Oakland Raiders game. She did not want to go into the stadium. I mean, from what I heard, I've never been to the Oakland Raiders stadium, but from what I've heard, that was not the nicest stadium in the NFL. And from what I've heard, Raiders fans are pretty unruly. So I can see why she maybe might have been a little hesitant to go to an Oakland Raiders game, but... Okay, here we go. It's working now. Oh, but we're generating shaders. Of course we are. Of course. What is going on with Avowed and shaders? Sometimes major updates cause that too. I remember COD did that a lot back when I still played. COD is notorious for updating shaders. I feel like every single time I launched Call of Duty, there were shaders.
Driving in Florida, where the speed limit is a suggestion and the blinker is just decoration.
Beast, can you confirm or deny? The best part is that Beast drives for Uber, so I feel like that was another insult to him personally. Thank you for your 100 biddies, Idaho. I've told Rory I would like to meet him, but as an American, I don't know how safe I'll be going to Canada as of right now. I mean, I'm always hesitant to really talk anything about politics, so I'll keep my comments brief. The positive of this whole situation regarding your president implementing 25% tariffs and making constant comments about how we're going to become the 51st state is that it has brought the country together like never before. Like, we have never been so united across all 3,000 kilometers of this country as we have been in the last 6 weeks. And honestly feels really nice. Because like any country, there's, you know, sections that are more liberal and more conservative, and there was conflict and blah, 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 blah. All of that has been thrown out the window. Whether you're from BC, whether you're from Newfoundland, we're all feeling very patriotic right now. So I like to look at the good of any situation, a glass half full mentality. And that is one thing that I can certainly say that has been a positive from this current political climate, is that Canada is very Canada-ing right now. Oh, Canada. That's all I'll say about that, is that we're feeling very patriotic at the moment. Yeah, keep bragging about not being a country of half-wits. Well, see, and that's also my issue, is I understand that the commentary from the president is not reflective of all of the American people, and I feel bad because some of my closest friends, most of you guys, are Americans, and I know what your thoughts and feelings are, and that they do not align with the messaging that is coming from top down. So we are very frustrated in our country, but I can only imagine how frustrated you are in your country when you just have to hear this messaging coming down from the top that you don't agree with, but at the same time is encompassing your entire country, right? Again, maybe we should stop there before we get too political, but all I want to say is to my American friends, don't worry. I know you're good people, and we still love you. Cheers. Cheers. Lonnie says, I don't own a red hat, by the way. Phew. I don't know what I was watching, but they were joking that, like, no one can wear a red hat anymore. Whether or not it has any lettering on top, the red hat will always mean something now. So, like, if you're really into red hats, I'm sorry for you, because the red hat has been claimed buy something else. So, you know, if you're like a fan of a sports team, like a Montreal Canadiens red, or something like that, you gotta think twice about wearing that red hat. Sleepy says, I thought this was a football show. You're right. Back to what really matters. Go Patriots, go. Woo! That's what really matters around here, right? Go Pats, go. Oh, the Patriots had a hell of a year last year, and here's the thing, is I am fully aware of my privileged position as a New England Patriots fan, and I'm fully aware that not one person in this universe wants to hear me complain. As a New England Patriots fan, for anyone who's not into football, the Patriots won 6 championships in 20 years, which is like a little unheard of. And then for the last couple of years, we've been absolute dumpster tier. But everyone's like, yeah, but you won 6 championships in 20 years, so no one has any tears left to cry for me. So I understand, I cannot complain about it, but
you complain about it so often.
But sometimes it just slips out, and all of this is to say, this year is our year. 2025, Pats, rebound, all right? You agree?
This is not the first time I've heard this.
And it won't be the last.
Hi, TS. Hi, Ron.
Ooh, I do love your socks. See you later. Have a good afternoon. All right. So, Avowed. Here we are. Let's catch up. So here's our main story quest is a path to the garden. During the attack on Fjord, Inquisitor Ludwin stole Yatsley's research on the godless civilization. Yatsley has promised to share what she knows about the garden. About the garden. This didn't pass spell check. And Sapadal, if you help her beat the Inquisitor to her destination, a godless ruin named Naku Kubel in Shatterscarp. So, our objective is to reach Thirdborn. With the events of Fjord behind you, you now seek an audience with Yatsley, the Orlin wizard and godless scholar. She asks to meet you in Thirdborn, a settlement in the southern end of Shatterscarp. The two of you intend to explore Naku Kubel, a godless ruin that might hold the secret to the garden's location. So the garden is the mysterious location where the Living Land's god, aka Sapadal, is contained. That's the reason we're looking for it. Unfortunately, Inquisitor Ludwin of the Steel Garrote is also looking for it for unknown reasons. So we're in a bit of a rush right now. Yatsley is the cute little pink fluffy girl that we met at the very beginning of this area, and I was like, oh, she's so cute, I want to put her in my pocket. And then it turns out she had the pottiest of potty mouths, which was honestly a hilarious dichotomy. That she was just like this cute little fluffy girl, and she was actually like absolutely savage. So anywho, it appears that Yatsley is going to be our next companion, which is what I figured when we met her for the first time. You know, when you meet a character, sometimes you're just like, oh yeah, she's that character is going to become a companion. And so I was very surprised when Yatsley never did become one of our companions, but it looks like that was we just met her a little too early. Looks like she's going to become our companion down the road. So we're going to head now to the next location, which is Shatterscarp, reach Thirdborn, and then go to the godless ruin called Naku Kubel. Hey, Unite, Alana just left. You missed her, but I'll pass along your hello. Sleepy says the tuck rule fuels my rage. I can 100% admit that the tuck rule was dumb. However, it was, according to the letter of the law in the NFL rulebook, the correct ruling. So what you have to blame there is the NFL rules. And I actually am glad they abolished it, because it makes no sense. But at the time, it was the correct ruling. But I completely understand, as a Raiders fan, how you would probably be super pissed off, because I would be too. So I understand, Sleepy. Lonnie says, I'm old, so I remember the 90s and the Cowboys. A lot of people got off that bandwagon. Well, that's just any sport. It's not even just the NFL, right? Fans and casual watchers flock to whoever's doing well. So it was the Cowboys in the 90s and the Patriots in the 2000s. Now it's the Chiefs in the 2020. And then every one of those teams will get their bandwagon fans, and then eventually they'll leave and they'll go to the next one. And that's just the way she goes in sports. Full stop. Did you find the totem base in this area? So we don't have all of the totem. What do we have? We have... We've got a bunch of stuff, actually. We're only missing 2 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got 5 pieces of the totem. There's 2 pieces that we haven't collected yet. So as I mentioned, before we go to the next area, I want to do the side quests. So one of them is finding the pieces of the totem. We'll see how that goes. This is the one that I really want to see. We get to confront the Steel Garrote and say, hey, what the hell? During the Raising of Fjord, the Steel Garrote killed a young sentry and looted a ring from his body. His uncle Vemus has sworn revenge. He wants you to kill the Steel Garrote captain who did the deed and retrieve the ring for him. All of that's to say is that we now know the location of the Steel Garrote and we have an opportunity or an excuse to confront them and say, what the hell? How you just burned down the town? So we're gonna go find the Steel Garrote captain, who's apparently named Captain Carnent and was last seen near Emerald Stairs Eastern Watchtower. So that's actually over here at the Ranger headquarters. Appears the Steel Garrote has just essentially overtaken the old Ranger headquarters, so we'll head there now. I was gonna fast travel, but I kind of just want to stretch my legs a little bit, and if we hug the far side of the map as we make our way down, this is an area that we haven't yet explored, so who knows what we might find. And right away I see something shiny, so I think we're on the right path. That lizard had 25 copper and a potato in his pocket. You love to see it. Hey Xenos, how are you? Happy Sunday. Good to see you, my friend. Welcome on in. I hope everybody's weekend is going fantastic so far. Thank you all for being here. If you're new to our Avowed playthrough, the long and short of it, a lot of people have been asking what my thoughts are, which is totally fair for a new game. The long and short of it is I love Avowed. If you are into fantasy RPGs, you would be remiss not to check this game out for yourself. It is really, really good. Obsidian knocked it out of the park, and I've been loving playing with you guys. Alright, so we unlocked a new party camp here, and then there's a dilapidated house over here that's full of spider webs, which, you know, isn't ideal. I would have to assume there's probably going to be spiders inside, but... Ew, it's damp. There are spiders, but there's also probably loot. Right? The things we do...
You've got better aim than a sharpshooter, Giada.
For loot. Okay, you're dead. But you didn't really have much loot. Oh, secret basement. Oh, this is where the loot is. Yes. What do we have here? Rambling note. I felt them calling, the spirit of this place. Maybe something more? A god? They will not take me. There's still so much work to do. Shimmering wings and whispering skies and overtaking vines entice me with their beautiful lies. They will not have me. I need to bring others here. Their souls will be my salvation. If I can just figure out how to give them to this land instead, then the Whisperer will not come for me. Whispers in the dark. I want to listen. I want to dream. I want to hurt. I want to see. I have to know. Listen, dream, hurt, seek now. Huh. A dark stain covers the rest of this note, though it's hard to tell if it is ink, dark blood, or something else entirely. Looks like the owner of this house unfortunately succumbed to the dream scourge. But not before he put all of his valuables in this one chest for us to collect. Because presumably he will not be using them anymore. Watch for spiders, indeed. Oh, his house, the foundation of his house leads into some sort of underground cavern where there are probably, unfortunately, even more spiders. But maybe there's also loot. Let's see. Lonnie says, I was born outside of Atlanta, Georgia, so I was a Falcons fan for a long time until that certain Super Bowl, then I kind of walked away. Ooh, 28-3. 28-3. Greatest comeback in Super Bowl history. As a Patriots fan, my favorite Super Bowl of all time. As a Falcons fan, you probably try to forget it. I totally understand that. It looks like we just stumbled upon, like, a mini-boss here in this cave. His name is Isern. He's like a giant who has been infected by the Dream Scourge, perhaps? I don't know who or what he is. Oh, but we're being overwhelmed by spiders. Hang on. Oh god. No. Bad is CERN.
Let me catch my breath.
Okay. I cannot believe I just stumbled into a random boss fight, but anywho. This guy made me jump because I was expecting normal spiders. I mean, I gotta be honest, I would much rather... whatever Isern was than a spider, so... If anything, it was a pleasant surprise. Looks like there were rangers maybe sent here to exterminate him, but did not get the chance. We did, though. Now let's loot. He had some good stuff. Oh, he was an ogre. We just actually looted ogre blood from his body. So I guess he was an ogre that was infected by the Dream Scourge. And it looks like I was not the first one to come into this, this cave.
Perhaps one of the blacksmiths could make use of it.
That's pretty cool. We just picked up another piece of star metal. We've picked up a piece before, and after speaking to some blacksmiths, they've said only very skilled blacksmiths can work with it, but if you can find someone who can, they can make some amazing weapons out of it. So we'll hold on to that star metal for now, and hopefully we'll find someone who can work with it rather soon. Alright, it was absolutely worth taking the detour. So many dead rangers about, and then straight up ahead is actually the rangers' outpost, which should now be taken over by the Steel Garrote. Hey Arrow! Arrow says, have you found the mustache spell? I wish. I wish. Ye old mustache spell. Tallara, I think you'll like the picture I just put in games chat. Awesome. I will check that out after stream. Hi, Sharp. Happy Sunday. What are the odds you'll find such a smith in Thirdborn? I'm pretty sure when we talked to the last blacksmith about it, they did make allusions to the fact that there might be someone in Thirdborn who can work with the star metal.
Take care.
So if that's the case, we might be able to use it sooner rather than later.
Envoy, what are you doing here?
Uh-huh, yeah, the Steel Garrote is here. Did they kill every single hunter who was posted here? That's fucking brutal. I mean, they did burn down an entire town, so I'm not sure why I'm shocked, but I think they killed every hunter here. Alright, this is going to be a very delicate situation, because A, I want my revenge for what they did to all the poor people, but B, I don't know if this is the time for us to fully flip and go against the Steel Garrote. We're in a very delicate situation here. Alright, let's see what she has to say for herself.
Our report said you were still in Fjord.
Oh, hang on. If that's the case, you were hoping I was gonna go down with the flames? You mean what's left of it after you burned it?
I wish it hadn't come to that, but the Furians gave us no choice.
Give me one reason why I shouldn't tear your soul apart.
Oh shit.
Because one wrong move from you and my soldiers will shoot. Now, state your business, and don't waste my time.
Sleepy says,
We're
nah,
moving
they
on.
definitely mess with those lemurs too. Rainfire. That's true. They probably killed my sweet, colorful lemurs. Oh. After the way they introduced the leader of the Steel Garrote, I suspect they might be the end boss. There's definitely some sort of confrontation brewing between us and Inquisitor Ludwin, who we found out is a Death Knight. She has died already once and came back, so... Anyway, that's a future consideration. Let's see, I mean, you're not going anywhere until you tell me why the Garrote is in the Living Lands. I need some answers.
Mission plans are confidential. Besides, this is my tower. You play by my rules.
You're in no position to offer us terms of any sort.
You're forgetting you're in hostile territory.
I answer to the Emperor. You can't pull rank on me.
I see Lord Heelgod's second is outgrowing her boots. Fine. If I relay my orders, will you leave us alone?
I make no promises for your survival.
I'd take her at her word.
With Andra's mortar gone, Adia saw a passage to the uncharted world. The Living Lands were perfect. They add resources, land to build stable ports.
Hi, Kev. How are you? Happy
I
Sunday.
didn't anticipate the Dream Scourge would ruin Fjord's crops, but, well, we used the famine to our advantage. It wasn't personal.
So what they're saying is this was all just done to take territory. I mean, do you even want territory that's been razed to the ground? Like, I'm not an invading empire here, so perhaps I don't have the same, mindset. But I would have to think I would prefer to take territory that still has some infrastructure, maybe some people, rather than just blanket scorched. But I don't know. Profiting from a famine? Look, this is low even for the Groat.
Don't take the moral high ground with me. You've done plenty of profiting here yourself. I killed one sentry. I'm not going to answer for the rest.
I mean, I think you killed a lot more. Look, it doesn't matter how many you personally killed. The Groat has gone way too far here.
You come here as an agent of Adir's will, and you challenge the validity of their victory. Very well. Let me remind you what the Empire does to traitors. Attack!
All right, there you have it. Diplomacy failed. I wasn't sure of its success in the first place, but it sure as shit failed. I mean, what am I supposed to do? Be like, yes, this was right. I feel like even if I'm acting as an agent of the Empire, this was still wrong. Because as I was just saying, from my perspective, just raising a place to the ground doesn't make it very enviable to take over, but I don't know. Clearly, the issue with the Steel Groat is they're not going to listen to reason. I don't think there's any way on Earth we're going to convince them that they're the bad guys in this story. And so we have few options other than just fighting them, honestly. It's hard. I have been frozen and I don't like it. Oh, I'm so slow. Alright. Doing alright. Just like that, they branded us a traitor. Yeah. See, the thing is the Steel Garrote like to toss around the name of the Adir Empire and the Emperor, but I have a feeling that they actually don't give a fuck about the Empire or the Emperor. This probably wasn't even his order. I think they just like doing whatever the fuck they want. They might have their own agenda, but from what I've seen, the Steel Garrote just do what they want when they want, and they kind of get off from not answering to anybody. We did give diplomacy a try, they just weren't receptive to it. Yeah, I'll always give it a try. But there you have it. This little base of Steel Garrote members has now been killed. We got some justice for the poor people back in the town, and now we can collect the ring from the captain's body. The Rogera family ring, and then we also get a unique one-handed melee weapon called Karnet's Cutlass. So, there you have it. The long and the short of it is, the Steel Garrote continue to insist that they're just doing the Empire's will, that if people won't bend the knee, then they burn. Like TS said, some folk think it's sensible to let everything burn so they can rule the ashes. That's not necessarily how I play. And yeah, in the end, we had to fight. Hopefully now we can deliver this ring and put some people's minds a little bit at ease, knowing that some sort of justice has been enacted, but obviously it doesn't do much for that city that's burning in the background. Oh, is Giada your follower now? I might have to do the main quest stuff a bit more then. Yeah, she just became our follower not long ago, actually. It was towards the end of the main quest line here in Emerald Stair that she officially became our follower. Alright, so we can give the ring back to this guy.
Is it done? Is the captain dead?
I put her down myself. You can rest easy now.
I knew I could trust you. And the ring?
Here it is. I hope it helps your family heal.
My family will never heal. But at least we have something to remember him by. The gods favor you. Safe journey, godlike.
Alright. That's another quest done. We don't have any side quests left, I don't think. Yeah, no, we don't really. So we'll do this one next. We found the Sansa's missing cartographer. Her name was Felicia. Well, actually, I think it was Fleckia, but we decided that we were going to call her Felicia. She is dead, but luckily we did get her cartographic data, and so we need to return that to Sansa. Now, the thing is Sansa is back in Dawnshore. So we're actually going to need to fast travel back there to give him this this map that we found. Luckily, we can fast travel back there, so we don't have to, you know, walk. And, oh, I have unspent ability points. Let's use those, shall we? Now, the moment of truth. The thing about being a wizard are there are so many abilities that I want. I want literally all of them. So it's been hard to make decisions, if I'm being completely honest. I feel like... Oh, we can finally unlock rank 3 of Grimoire Mastery. I think that's what we need to do. That'll unlock level 15 Grimoire spells and decrease the essence cost of all Grimoire spells by 18%. Yeah, we need that, so then that unlocks this third tier here. Cool, and then did my companions get skill points? No. And then did I get... Yes, I got one of these. Okay, where do we put our points? I think I'm gonna put it in might. Just deal more damage. When in doubt, deal more damage, right? Alright. So, from here... I thought Sansa was... Maybe Sansa's not back here. Sansa's store is in Paradise. But I don't actually see the quest marker. Was Sansa in Emerald Stair? Yeah, I thought he was in Hightown too. Hang on, let me just quickly go back to Emerald Stair and double check the map and make sure he's not here somewhere. No, I don't see him marked on the map. I have the quest tracked, but it doesn't show it on the map. You can't fast travel into Hightown, just to the door outside. Okay, maybe that's the issue then. Okay, sorry for the back and forth. Let's try this again. Because, yeah, his shop is definitely up in Hightown. So he should be there. Okay, let's try this again. So we can fast travel to there. I feel like maybe while we're here, in Paradise, maybe we should go tell the ambassador what happened in Emerald Stair. I don't know if news has gotten back to him yet about what the Steel Garrote has done, and or if he'll even really care. I think he will care. So maybe while we're here, we should go talk to him and see if we can tell him about what they did to the city. Okay, now Sansa's shop is right here, I think. Sansa's Emporium. Yeah, here we go.
You're back. What have you found?
Felicia didn't make it, I'm sorry, but here's her map of Emerald Stair.
You have our condolences, Master Cartographer. The beauty of Emerald Stair hides the danger at its heart.
Fletcher. Oh, I was sure she would be safe. Her maps were so meticulous. She even made her own ink. Please, keep searching. I'm sure the others will turn up soon.
Well, while I'm here, how about those supplies you got for sale? And while I'm here, I can sell you a few things. We can sell these things. I actually didn't have a whole lot to sell. What do you sell? Ooh, treasure map. Yep, I want that. Wodika's inheritance. Mighty Wodika visited me in a dream, commanding me to hide my old gloves and retire from service to the Steel Garrote. A worthy soul will find them eventually. Reader, if you are that worthy soul, take my gloves and bring justice to the lawless. She demands it. Okay, so it's just outside the eastern gate of Paradise, I think. That's how it looks to me. I think that's the eastern gate. I think it's just around the outside. He puts on a good show for someone that doesn't care one bit about his cartographers, just their maps. Alright, I think I know exactly where that is. Ooh, and then we've also got fragments of the scales, which will provide information on the locations of fragments for Wodika's god totem. I want that too. Nice. Nice. This must have unlocked due to story progress? Yeah, I feel like if it was here before, I would have bought it, so... That's cool. Okay, well... We'll definitely go try to find that treasure. First, though, as I was just saying, I want to go see if we can go speak to Ambassador Heelguard and tell him about what the Steel Garrote did. This is the first time we've been back in Paradise since we left, actually, so we can see if there's anything else new around here. Wow, he is standing at attention. Alright. Yeah, I've heard completing the totems will give really nice buffs. I've got a lot of the pieces of the one in this area, and I got a lot of the pieces of the one in the other area, but I haven't been able to fully complete them yet, so that would also be nice. God damn, how long are you gonna let them hang there? They're gonna start to rot. It's gonna get stinky, dude. Alright, let's see. Hello, Ambassador.
Don't bother. I already know what you're going to say. I did everything in my power to
He already
save
knows.
your Mercy Verno. But even diplomacy has its limits.
I assume this means Edir has set a new plan in motion.
Well, new to you and me, perhaps. Maybe not to Inquisitor Ludwig. May I speak frankly? I came here with the understanding that Adir would spread its influence through cooperation and mutual interest. Inquisitor Ludwig, and apparently our Emperor, had something very different in mind. We may question their wisdom, but we cannot question our commitment to the Empire.
I like Ambassador Heelguard. Me and him are very much on the same page. I mean, look, for what it's worth, I don't blame you. I fully believe that you didn't know about this, and or when you learned about it at the last minute, there was nothing you could do. Because I've already tried diplomacy with the Steel Garrote and got me nowhere, so I get it.
That makes one of us, Envoy.
Aren't you going to introduce us?
You must be the Animancer I've heard so much about. Every bit as outspoken as your reputation. Ambassador Falchion Heelguard, welcome to our modest embassy.
After what your soldiers did to Fior Messiverno, I ought to rip the soul from your body.
You have every right to your rage. Believe me, I would have stopped it if I could.
Enough of your lies. You are nothing more than a spider, hiding in the safety of your web.
If only it were that simple. Envoy, need I remind you that traveling with an animancer could be hazardous to your life, your very soul.
Okay, shut up, Heelguard. No one knows what's better for my soul than Giada Castel.
That's very kind of you.
Have it your way then. I've spoken my piece. But enough about unpleasant matters. Will there be anything else?
TS says, I still think the Emperor doesn't condone any of the Garrote's actions, or rather, he doesn't even know what the Garrote is doing. I agree. Or at the very least, he doesn't know the extent of what they're doing out here. He probably said, you know, go show, you know, be a show of force, but I don't know that he explicitly authorized burning down Fjord. And maybe he did, but I don't know. Seeing as he sent me here to try to save the land and investigate the Dream Scourge, it kind of runs counterintuitive to the commands he is presumably giving to the Steel Garrote to just burn everything to the ground, right? Like, if there's nothing left to save, then why am I even trying to save it? So, I mean, the Emperor is very far away, right? And there's no FaceTime or, you know, live media coverage. So there's only so much he can do. He's communicating by letters that are presumably time delayed, and so, yeah, I think that Steel Garrote are definitely sort of operating out of the scope of their orders. Hey Rector, how are you? Happy Sunday, good to see you. I wouldn't be surprised if the orders were as simple as keep the peace, and Ludwin is just, for lack of a better term, expanding on that. Rector says all the magic in the world, but you can't invent TVs. And hey, maybe that was an inaccurate statement. Maybe they have magical TVs and the Emperor's watching everything live. I don't know. I'm just working off the information I have, right? I'm doing great. Thank you so much for asking, Rector. Happy to be here with you guys again today. Happy to be playing some more Avowed. It's going to be a nice, comfy, cozy RPG Sunday here, and so good to see you all. Thank you guys for stopping in. Oh, we haven't been back. Remember my fuzzy friend from the very beginning, Egwolf? We found him hung by the neck on our way out. We haven't spoken to Heelguard about that. Did you see what they did to him?
How could I avoid it? If I may be blunt, a corpse hanging outside my office symbolizes everything I hate about the Steel Garrote. While I forge alliances, build trust, and solidify our place on this island, they're butchering people in our name. At least Inquisitor Ludwig got what she wanted. That's what matters, right?
I suppose. Alright, that's all I had to talk about. I don't really care about telling you about Juliana and her illegal herbs, so I'll be going now. He was hung, you say? Hopefully in more ways than one. Alright. I'm glad there was actually dialogue for us to come back and tell the ambassador about what happened in Fjord.
Above the judgment of the queen that was.
So now, if we head to the eastern gate of the city, let's see if we can find where that treasure map is pointing us to. I also think that's why the proper term is hanged. So you don't get the two confused. That makes total sense, honestly. That guy was hung by the neck or by something else. Alright, so if I interpreted that map correctly, I think the treasure is around the corner here. We've got some outlaws that we can kill, so that's fun. Luckily for us, we've completely out-leveled this area now, so all of these guys go down very, very easily. Ew. Spiders. Why is it always spiders?
Another win.
There's one more.
Who's counting?
company.
Treasure. Tiff rolling into this area like, I cast fucking nuke. Prepare to meet your god. Yeah, is there anything more exciting than returning to an area after you've completely over-leveled it? And you just run through everything? Very enjoyable. Alright, I need to take another look at the treasure map to orient myself before we do, obviously. I want all the treasure. That is a giant spider. Holy shit, that is literally nightmare fuel. Okay. Oh yeah. I see loot. I don't know what I did different to you, Tiff, but that fuzzy green guy is still alive for me. So the reason the rebels hanged my fuzzy friend from the very beginning of the game, because I got their leader killed. I sent him for trial, and of course Ludwin executed him. I'm not sure what else they expected. And then on our way out of the area, we found our fuzzy friend hanged, and with a note saying that this was revenge for their leader. I just poked my head in the other room. The kids are doing their own Nuzlocke based off yours with Sword and Shield. But instead of limiting themselves to blue mons, they can only catch awesome Pokemon. Oh my god, Sleepy. That is the cutest thing I've ever heard. Wow, look at me inspiring kids. Who would have thunk, right? Also, the awesome Nuzlocke? I might have to steal that idea for my next Nuzlocke. The awesome Nuzlocke can only catch awesome Pokemon. That's so good. Oh my goodness, thank you for sharing that with me. That honestly made my day. That is fantastic. Wow, I can't stop smiling now. I feel so derpy. All right, let's take another look at that treasure map. Now that I'm looking at it, I don't think we are in the right spot, because this looks to be more of like a steep cliff, and where we are, it's not really that steep. I'm pretty sure there's only 2 gates in and out of the city though, right? This one, and this one. So it must be around the other side. I mean, there's only so many walls. I suppose it'd be easy enough if we just stick to the wall and sort of do a circle. Outside town, we should find the place eventually. I think there's a 3rd gate. Okay, I guess that's where the treasure is then. I mean, the steep cliff makes me think it's like down around here somewhere. There is a 3rd gate? Okay, so that's the main gate. That's the eastern gate. So there's another gate that I haven't discovered. Unless it's God's gate. Main gate. Eastern gate. Well, let's go to God's gate, I guess. Let's see. I don't even remember God's gate. It must lead into the northern district where that temple is, I guess. Aha! Oh yeah, this is a whole nother gate. Oh, this must be it. This must be where I was trying to find. Oh, it's definitely it, because look, this is like more of a steep cliff. Oh yeah, okay. Treasure must be like right over here somewhere. I really thought it was gonna be like right here. Oh, wait a minute. Dead guy? Money? Tattered note? I can't believe I was barred entry into Paradise. The city is my home. These people know me, and yet I wasn't let in. Well, I refuse to be stuck out here. I was able to scrounge up rope and hook, so I'm going over the walls. Wodika's my witness. I'll get back into this city or die trying. Well... I mean, he said it himself, right? And there's the rope and the hook. Okay. Die trying wasn't the best option, mister. That bit of wall almost looked like a concealed door. It absolutely does. I totally agree with you. The question is... how do we open it? Unless we have to get in from the inside. This is definitely... I'm 100% confident this is where the map is pointing us. But...
I'll be damned.
yes! There we go. All right. When in doubt, look for the button, and we got Gloves of the Strangler. Ew. Huh? The soft, comforting leather of these gloves belies the dark purpose for which they are originally made. In courts that favor Wodika, strangulation is a common, if not preferred, method with which to condemn oathbreakers to death. The inlaid golden sigil of Wodika at the base of these gloves burns with a fearsome heat when they are used for their intended purpose. Even now, there is an inherent viciousness to these gloves, as if they have a desire of their own to see their wearer's enemies brought low. Wow, okay, so this is great if you're a stealthy, sort of assassin-based character. They give you +3 critical hit chance and plus 15% stealth attack damage. So not great for our build, but if we've got any assassins out there, I recommend looking for the Gloves of the Strangler. Oh yeah, there's a little shrine here and everything. Interesting. Alright, cool. Oh, that's done. Let's see. Yeah, so we're missing 4 pieces of the totem in this area. Which maybe we can go around and find later. And then we're missing 2 pieces in that area. But I gotta be honest, I feel okay with sort of moving on, because we can always come back later. And, like, if I was just playing the game off-stream, I wouldn't mind going and exploring every nook and cranny, but I feel like just for sort of the pacing of our stream, I think it makes more sense for us to just move on to the next area. So, let's go back to Emerald Stair. Also, I feel like I never looked at this world map before. I was always kind of wondering the layout of the Living Lands, so I'm glad we finally got one. I don't know, I never clicked on this before. So, Dawn Shore, you can see, is on the south coast. We went to the northwest through this area to get to Emerald Stair, and then it looks like we're going all the way to the east, I think, to get to the next area. I think Thirdborn is over here somewhere, but... as you can see, there are many different biomes to the Living Lands. We've obviously got the lush area of Emerald Stair. We've got the more nautical area of Dawn Shore. We've got a snowy area. We've got a swampy area. We've got a desert area. The Living Lands have got everything, all right? So let's go back to Emerald Stair. One thing I want to do before we go is I want to see if we go up towards Fior. Like, can we go in? Is someone going to stop us? I want to know if we can still go into the city or not. So let's go find out, shall we? I can't believe it is still burning. I mean, I guess they don't really have firefighters in the Living Lands, so those fires are just gonna burn until there's nothing left. And as I just alluded to, this is obviously a very lush land full of, you know, trees and grass and all that stuff, aka lots of stuff to keep a fire burning for quite some time. But yeah, I just want to see what happens if we actually approach the town. Oh. There's dream thralls down in the market. Interesting. I guess there's no one here anymore to, like, keep them out. Holy moly, there's so many of them here, and they're strong. Okay. Catch your breath.
Everyone okay?
Think so. The farmer's market. Yeah, it is, I mean, not that it was the most structured and orderly place to begin with, but it's certainly fallen into a bit of a state of disrepair. Now that everyone's gone. There's literally no one left. Your character sounds more badass than mine when casting? Really? I guess it must be like the voice that I chose? Oth and Worth and Roth! Oh, hang on. I see shiny. I'm not over the fact that Sleepy's kids are doing a Pokemon Awesome run. That is the cutest thing I've ever heard in my life, and I'm absolutely honored to be an inspiration. Alright, here's Fior.
Rogue banners. I don't like this.
No, it doesn't look like we can get inside.
Years of research. Gone in the blink of an eye.
We can mourn later. Join the others at the old farms. We can...
Yeah, no, the entrance is completely caved in. Good to know that you sort of need to, you know, finish everything you want to do in the city before you finish the main quest in this area, because there comes a time when the city is no longer accessible. What about the back entrance? Yeah, that's what I was going to check. Those dead people? Yep. Dead, lots of dead people, yeah. Didn't know if I could open that door. Wow, it looks like the Rangers did their best to hold the city, and the Steel Garrote just absolutely mowed them down. Oh, am I stuck? Whew. I'm stuck for a second. We got out of it. Oh, who are you? Steel Garrote. They're gonna attack on sight? Yeah, okay. I'm not sure if this would have happened if we hadn't already killed their captain, or if this was going to happen no matter what, but interesting to know that the Steel Garrote is sort of attack on sight now when it comes to me. Oh yeah, this guy's a checkpoint officer.
Good.
Need to have a snack. We need to do some cooking. Before we leave this area, I need to make camp so we can do some cooking and weapon upgrading and stuff. I think it's been a while since we've set up a camp.
They've got the advantage. Unless you want to fight, give them a wide berth.
See, the issue is, Kai, is I heard them, but I don't see them. Oh, there they are. No, wait, you're not Steel Garrote.
We'll be back on the sea in no time.
Hi, who are you?
Ah, I thought that was you. Wasn't sure I'd ever see you again.
I gotta be honest, I don't remember who this guy is, so... Trevik, was it?
Aye, it was. Captain Trevik, in fact. But what's an honorific between friends, eh? We've moved on since you saw us on Castle's Folly. My crew's salty over standing about on land, but we do what we can do.
Anyone remember who this guy was? Bronny says, I think he was a smuggler. Oh, I remember him. Yes, we got the Luminous Audra from him and took out the people who were hunting him, and then gave the Luminous Audra to Defalva, right, to make, hopefully some sort of vaccine or preventative medicine against the Dream Scourge. I remember now. Yes. We gave the Audra to Defalva, just thought you might like to know.
Ah, so the job's complete after all. Good. I hope he gets whatever he needed out of it. Listen, I need to get back to wrangling this rowdy crew of misfits. Thank you for stopping by and for, you know, maybe we can return the favor someday.
Okay. Well, good to know he made it out alive. I'm not sure if camping next to the walls of a burning village was the best play, but you know what? You do you. You do you. We've reached a bit of a dead end here. That's the back entrance. So I'm just gonna fast travel to the other side and then get in the back entrance that way, or approach the back entrance that way. I have to assume we're not gonna be able to get into the town, but I did want to check. And rather than trying to hop down and up and over all those stones, I think it's easier if we just go this way. The walls are stone, they're unlikely to burn on them. That's true, I guess, but don't you think there'd be a lot of smoke? Oh, whoa, there was a fight here between Rangers and Groat. Oh shit! She's got Dream Scourge and she got burned and she watched all these people die? Oh man, I'm sorry. I don't even know what to do for you at this point. We'll take all those weapons. Oh, this place is literally falling apart. Not good. Okay, the back entrance actually looks a bit more intact than the front entrance. And I don't see any Steel Garrote here. I don't see anybody here. But the flames... I was gonna say the flames are gonna stop us from proceeding, but are they? Are they, though? Wait a minute. Aw, it won't let us in. Damn, you can get right up to the door, but you can't interact with it. That's too bad. That's too bad. It looks like you should be able to get in through the back entrance, but unfortunately the game won't let you. Well, there you have it. At least those questions are answered. Can you return to Fiorme Severno? You cannot. Okay, so for us to move on, we now need to go north. Oh my goodness! Gamebird, thank you so much for the raid. We've been trying to reach you about your quest marker's extended warranty. That's fantastic. Thank you, Gamebird. How was your stream today? You were streaming World of Warships. Very cool. Not a game I've ever played. I hope you had a great stream. Everyone go check out Gamebird 8. Because, you know, they can offer extended warranties, so you might want to talk to them, right? I don't know enough about Avowed to make it more clever than that. That was 10 out of 10 clever. You didn't need anything else. Avowed is fantastic. If you're looking for a fantasy RPG, I recommend it. 10 out of 10. It is such a good game. There are many quest markers, and who knows, maybe some of them require extended warranties. Okay, yeah, so we need to go north to go to the next area. So if you look on the map, that means we need to go up through the wetlands. I think what I'm going to do is sort of take the long way there. If we cut directly west over this bridge and then go up through the wetlands, there's a lot of area here that we haven't actually explored yet around the back of Lake Lacuna. And then we'll head up north to head to our next area. So that way we should be able to get a lot of exploration in, plus head to our next objective. Did you meet the guy in the cave with his own army? we met the Steel Garrote in a cave who had their own army. I don't know if we met a guy in a cave with his own army. That doesn't sound familiar to me, to be honest with you. Maybe we'll meet him on the way here. The Wildwoods. Honestly, before we go, maybe we should make camp.
Kai, weapons ready.
You're mine now.
Yeah, I didn't think they were gonna let me. We're engaged in combat, apparently. I don't even know who we're fighting. Oh, I see them. They're all the way back there. That is very far away. Maybe they'll just give up?
They're luckier than they...
Yeah, cool. Alright, let's make camp. Let's make camp so we can rest up, prepare equipment, chat with everyone. We haven't had an opportunity to talk to them since all this shit went down. While we're here, we can change outfits too. Why not? Apparently I got outfits for pre-ordering the game, so like, may as well use them, right? Let's give everyone the Aora collection. Holy crap, Giotto looks so fancy. Look at the ruffled tie. I like Marius without a hat. Everyone looks so good. I like the Aora collection. All right, let's rock with that for a while. Oh, she has no arms. Oh, there we go. Hi, Giada. What do you think of your new clothes?
I can't believe it. My city. It's all gone.
I mean, that's fair. Probably not the time to talk about new clothes, but I was trying to get some joy.
Never lost one like that.
You know?
3 times I have left my home. First as an orphan, then as an outcast. Now, as a refugee. We should talk. Fior Messiverno was the pride of 2 generations. And now, nothing but ashes and embers. My home, my lab, my parents. It feels as if I lost them all over again.
I'm so sorry.
Don't be. I have enough grief for the both of us. I keep asking myself, how could I have missed this? How could I not have known an attack was coming? We were all so occupied with the Dream Scourge, we missed the enemy on our doorstep. No matter where Animancers go, someone is always trying to kill us. Nothing enrages the gods more than mortals in pursuit of knowledge.
I mean, that may be, but, I think people basically fear animancy because it's dangerous, and the gods aren't to blame here. It's people. It's the Steel Garrote.
I can't blame you for growing up with a head full of Adiran propaganda. But it's time to form your own opinions. Listen to me. A failed Animancer lashing out at everything.
I'm not saying I'm against animancy, but you also can't
I couldn't stop
deny that it's inherently dangerous. Just because something's inherently dangerous doesn't mean it's valuable.
Example when I can't even help myself.
I understand you're mad right now. Look, they would have wanted you to put your needs ahead of theirs.
Don't take this the wrong way, but you weren't raised by Animancers. Their ambition destroyed our family. Now it falls to me to find meaning in my parents' sacrifice. And I don't know if I can. I have some pondering to do. Let me know if there's anything else.
Yeah, Giada just has a lot she needs to work through right now, which is totally fair. I can't imagine watching your home burn down around you, losing your physical home, all your belongings, everything you've ever had, losing friends. I get it. You got a lot to sort through. Do you think the people of Fior are going to be all right?
Sending my people to Thirdborn. It's a good arrangement. They get a roof over their heads. The city gets Animancers, and everyone gets along. For once.
I mean, sometimes it takes a tragedy for people to come together, unfortunately. It's that glass half full mentality I was talking about earlier. Sometimes you can take some positives out of what is otherwise a very devastatingly tragic situation.
We should try to harness that goodwill. Or replicate it, like an energy source. On the other hand, maybe not. Look, I know you didn't come to this island to help us. And yet you were here when others would have looked away. Despite everything that happened, it means a lot.
Your people deserve better. I hope they get a break.
We all deserve better. But fate decided otherwise. Well, onward to better things. If you need anything, you know where to find me.
Sounds good. Hey, Zippy! Zippy says, so I got Outlaws because it was $35, and I will already murder for this lizard doggo pickpocket badass. Just saying. Anyway, how's everyone's day? 10 out of 10 agree, Zippy. We played Outlaws back when it came out in September, actually. I thought it was a good game. I really enjoyed Outlaws. But my favorite part of the game... What was his name? Oh, I feel so bad. I've already forgotten his name. But your cute little critter would die for him immediately. He was the best part of the entire game. Love him so much. He's so cute. Throughout the game, you can find little outfits. Nyx, that's his name. Thank you. Throughout the game, you can find little outfits and like basically play dress up with him. And every time I was crying putting small hats on him. One of my favorite parts of the game as well, not to give you spoilers, but there are side quests you can do in each major city that involve food. I'll leave it at that vague. I don't think it's really a spoiler, but obviously want to be careful. And it's basically a bonding moment between you and Nyx. You need to make sure you look out for them. There's one in every major city, and it was the best part of the entire game, the little bonding moments between you and Nyx. Oh, you've done one of those already. Okay, cool. Yes, it's adorable. It's so cute. You and Nyx just like hang out and have a meal, and it's so freaking cute. And you can do it, I don't know, 5 or 6 times through every major city, and it was a highlight of the game for me. I keep meaning to go back to Outlaws now that they've made the stealth less harsh. Yes, I believe I saw in the patch notes some of the quests you had to stealth, and I believe they've removed that requirement entirely. You no longer need to use stealth for any of the missions. I think I saw that, unless I dreamed it, so... They say that crowns are reserved for kings. The jewels are the realm of those who deserve them, and in the blink of an eye, in the changing of the wind, fortunes change. With every shipwreck comes the chance to begin again, to rebuild anew atop the mistakes of the past. Out of death comes life. Sorry, Giada's situation reminded me of some lyrics. No, those are beautiful and absolutely seem applicable to Giada's situation. What song is that? Jazzy says, important question. Have you heard Dr. Doofenshmirtz sing a parody of Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar? Believe it or not, I have not heard that. I'm not actually a huge connoisseur of Dr. Doofenshmirtz, although I will be the first to admit that you have piqued my interest. And if you have a link, feel free to throw it in the Discord, and I can check that out later. I walked out into my living room and was like, why do I hear Tallara? And then I remembered my girlfriend was watching my stream in the living room. Hello, broadcasting throughout your house. It's me, Tallara. All right, I think that's everything for now. Get some rest, Giada.
Pleasant dreams.
Now, I want to do some upgrading. All right. Unfortunately, I do not have the stuff we need to upgrade any of our stuff. What I can do, though, is break down some stuff. Okay, so what do we need here? We need petrified wood and Admeth's Writ. Petrified wood, Admeth's Writ. Stalgar leather, Admeth's Writ. Okay, so we can make that. Make 7 of that. Stalgar leather. Oh, we can make a ton of that. Petrified wood. Hell yeah. We'll get some upgrades here. Okay. Yeah. Now we can upgrade either my armor or my wand. I think I want to upgrade my wand. That'll give us bring it to exceptional quality +1. Oh, we can do both. We can upgrade my wand and my armor. That'll bring our armor to exceptional quality +2. Nice. All right. Awesome. Got some upgrades. We've already done the enchanting on my wand. Nothing else can be enchanted.
Careful with that thing. We're not even sure what it does. And some of us have to sleep here.
I know, but look at it.
Do you feel that? Reminds me of a storm gathering power on the horizon.
Awesome. So we've got an active totem now. Second win will cast Flurry of Blows. We get +2 Constitution and +2 Dexterity. Our damage against unaware enemies is increased by 25%, and our damage against Skull, aka boss type enemies, is increased. Sick!
Timeless charm.
Alright, we've got a totem activated. Those are nice buffs. See, unfortunately, I don't have the base for the Wodica totem, so I can't put that one up.
Most of all.
But we've got this one up now, which is nice.
Fiormasi Verno was an act of rebellion.
Very cool.
We denounced the republics, we subverted nature, and we offended Adir.
I'm surprised you remember it so fondly, given where it got you.
Good or bad, defiance was our culture.
I guess we're going totem hunting. Yeah, those are some sick buffs. Like, +2 to your stats is huge, when I'm pretty sure, like... Yeah. My stats are only at, like, 8, 3, 3, 5, 9, so +2 to any of them is huge. Alright, here's cooking. This is what I really wanted to make. We got All's Leaf tea. We've got more tea. More tea. I really need, stuff that will give me essence regeneration, so this is fantastic. We're gonna make all of the tea. Apparently you can make tea out of just a number of different things. As long as you have fruits and vegetables, you can make tea, which is weird. I've never put vegetables in my tea, but you know what? It's fine. We can make alcohol out of apples and lemons. Oh yeah. This is good. We can cook all of our fish. Cook all of our lashwing meat. Our rabbit bits. Cook our Baba Grand loin. Make some rice wine. Oh yeah, here we go. Mariner's porridge. Make a bunch of that. Grog is handy for removing many types of debuffs. Yeah, we found out Grog is like the best drink you can make. Grog is the only thing I've found so far that can cure poison, so it's been... Grog has been basically essential for us lately. Alright. Nice. This cooking is good. We can even make grenades at the fire. Huh, how about that? Oh, but you have to use Grog to make grenades. Honestly, Grog is more valuable than grenades, so we'll hold off on that. Alright, cool. That's good. Kai, you got anything you want to talk about?
I still can't believe it. Dorso was betraying her brothers in arms, all in the name of saving Emerald Stair. At least she got what was coming to her.
Yeah. What she did was unforgivable. She couldn't get away with it. We're talking about the hunter that we were tracking down on our last stream, who betrayed the hunters, betrayed all of Emerald Stair, and sold them out to the Steel Garrote.
I agree. It's just sobering to think she got to the point where murdering her own felt right. How do you keep yourself on the right path, especially when there's so much at stake?
I mean, there's no easy answer. You have to make the best decisions you can in the moment, and then often live with the consequences.
I was afraid you'd say something like that. Just please be careful.
Hey, what's this about?
I saw this in Rauatai's campaign in the Deadfire. You start out with purpose. You're fighting alongside your brothers and sisters, battling pirates and slavers, bringing civilization to a lawless, divided land. But then, you're breaking up villages, turning tribes against their rivals. It gets messy, fast.
I get it. I won't let my duties compromise me.
Easier said than done. Empires are hungry, Envoy, and they devour their own too. Don't let your allegiances turn you into something you can't live with.
That's all. Good night, Kai.
I'll be here if you need me.
Envoy, it's clear that no matter what happened, these people couldn't stay in Fior. Just not sure you did the right thing. These people won't survive long in a place like Thirdborn.
These people are smart and resourceful. They'll be rebuilt in no time.
That they are. I'm honestly surprised they survived out here this long. Who knows? Labs and machines, yeah, aren't my area of expertise. Maybe they're easier to build than I think. Right, changing the subject.
I love Marius's new outfit. This is my favorite, I think, of the 3 new outfits that we got. He looks good. Hey, Meerkat, we miss you too! I know, it's so hard when you're playing new games. Some people, you know, don't want to watch because they're either playing the game themselves or plan to play the game in the future, so they're avoiding for spoilers. I totally get it. No need to apologize, but we do miss you. It's good to see you. Thank you for stopping in. Let's talk about Emerald Stair.
Ask away.
Heard anything interesting out there?
More interesting than the destruction of Fior. I wonder.
Okay, no need to be saucy about it. Fine, nothing for now.
Right, changing the subject.
I was just trying to be friendly and ask if you had any tea, but that's enough for now. Get some rest. I didn't know you could change outfits, so I don't know if you can normally. I know for a fact the reason I have these specific outfits is because I pre-ordered the game. So I don't know if you can unlock outfits otherwise, or if you would only have these outfits as the pre-order bonus. But regardless, what you need to do is just come over to the main camp tent. You can access outfits there, and if you have any, that's where you would change them. I'm purposely not listening to the dialogue to avoid spoilers. Fair enough. Fair enough.
You've killed people before.
Good evening to you, too.
This is a dark conversation. I was about to leave camp, but,
Have you ever been haunted by one of them?
Well, the first...
Guess we'll listen in on this. Oh, okay, maybe not then. I just have it on Game Pass. Yeah, maybe that's why. I'm not sure. Obviously, this is the only version of the game that I have, but I specifically remember when I pre-ordered the game, one of the, you know, perks was that I got new outfits, so...
And I ran him through before he could try again. But I'll never forget the look in his eyes.
Sleepy says, I go the other way. I use your streams or YouTube as a litmus test of whether or not I get a game. And that's totally fair too, right? Like, there's so many reasons why people watch streams. And a lot of times it's either to experience a game that, you know, they either don't have a ton of personal interest in or perhaps can't afford, or, you know, whatever reason. They basically play the game with me. Some people use them, like you said, as a litmus test to see if they like the game. Some people, yeah, you know, there's so many different reasons for why you would or would not watch. So regardless, I'm just happy you're here. Hi, Bill. How are you? Sharp says, I don't know if I want to buy Star Wars Outlaws. It's on sale on Steam at the moment. So, you know, I mean, obviously everyone has to make their own decision. If you're a Star Wars fan, I think first and foremost, I think you will get the most out of Star Wars Outlaws if you are a Star Wars fan. And perhaps you say, Tiff, obviously. But I think that was very important for me. As a Star Wars fan, I felt like I got a lot more out of the game than I would have if I wasn't. But otherwise, I actually do think it was a good game. In some ways, yes, it very much fell into the classic open world Ubisoft type game tropes. There's no avoiding it, right? But in the same vein, I actually thought they did a lot of really unique and fun things in the game. I thought the story was good. Overall, especially on sale for 50% off, I would recommend Star Wars Outlaws. I thought it was a fun game. Was it the game of the year for me or anything? No, it wasn't. Was it worth my time and did I have fun playing it? Yes, I did. So take that for what it's worth, but that's my opinion of Star Wars Outlaws. And hey, if you need to get a litmus test of whether you think you'd like Star Wars Outlaws or not, we actually did stream the entire game back when it came out in September, and all those VODs are up on the YouTube channel, so if you do kind of just want to check it out or see what I thought, then you can go do that as well. Happy wholesome Sunday! Yes, we're having a cozy Sunday here, playing some Avowed, RPG Sunday, if you will. I'm not doing well these days. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Bill. I hope things turn around for you, and if you ever need to talk about anything, I'm sure there's lots of people here who who would be more than willing to hear you out. And hey, if you just need a distraction from the world, from life, which I feel like many of us need, then you are always welcome to just hang out here and with us and be silly. I'll see if May the 4th has any sales. Oh, that's a good point. You might get an even deeper discount if you can wait till May the 4th. That's a great point. I watched episode 1 of your Suikoden playthrough. I'm looking forward to really getting into it. Yeah, so my newest Let's Play series is up on YouTube right now. The Suikoden 1 and 2 HD Remastered Collection just came out on Thursday. So the first episode of the first game is up on YouTube. Obviously, you know, very, very early in, but I'm loving it. I mean, I had heard for a long time that Suikoden was, you know, sort of a JRPG classic. So many people say that Suikoden is, you know, their favorite game of all time or one of their favorite games of all time. So I'm so excited to finally have the opportunity to play it as someone who loves RPGs. And yeah, I only played the first hour, but the 1 hour that I did play, I'm definitely very interested to see where the game goes. So you can look forward to more Suikoden next week, and then through the following weeks we'll obviously play through the first game and then the second game right after that, which I know particularly the second game is most people's favorite. So it's a long-winded way of me plugging my YouTube content. You could go check out Suikoden over there now. Alright, where are we? Okay. I'm getting close to where we're going. There's the YouTube channel. Thanks, TS. Oh, what the hell are you doing out here?
Oh, nothing. Oh, my apologies, my friend. Is there any chance we've met before? I seem to have forgotten, well, everything.
Well, that's unfortunate.
It's me, Giata. Do you know where you are?
I have no idea where or even who I am.
Oh.
I just came out here with no memory whatsoever.
I've seen him absent-minded before, but never like this.
Luckily, Giata knows who he is. I mean, channeling my arcane scholar knowledge here, you seem to have the residue of an animantic experiment all over you. Do you remember anything like that?
I have noticed a lot of animancy going on around here, so it's very likely.
Maybe time will bring your memories back.
I'm afraid that may be my only option. Thank you so much for your time.
Okay, is he gonna be all right out here? I mean, I guess he's not our problem, but I feel bad just leaving him here. All right, hopefully your memories come back soon, dude. He's probably got the dream scourge. Burn him. I mean, I didn't see any mushrooms growing out of his face, so I think he's okay. Speaking of Star Wars, was that Watto? Oh my god. Sleepy, I think you're right. I think it might have been. If not, it sounded very, very like him. Alright, making our way downtown, walking fast, there's swamp everywhere, and I'm really wet. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Imagine trudging through swamp water that's like, I can't see my feet right now, but yeah, it looks like it's knee-high. Oh yeah, knee-high. Oh, that's disgusting. Oh god. I bet it stinks in here. Oh, okay, that's where we're headed. But before we go there, I saw something shiny over here. Oh, and a person. There's way more people out here in the swamp than I ever would have. What the fuck is that? A zebra bird cow? Okay. The fuck are you doing out here, Mariana?
Good to see you again, Envoy. I told you we'd cross paths once more. If you need to restock, I have some new wares. Luckily, those steel garrote soldiers at the gate haven't bothered me yet. I'm just hoping not to draw their attention.
Steel garrote soldiers?
Aye. They killed those poor rangers and have just been waiting there.
Great. More of them here? Great.
Not a fan, I take it? Well, you're certainly not alone in that, friend. Anyway, it's not my business to interfere in. I've seen nothing and just wish to be on my way.
I guess we're gonna need to deal with the steel garrote if we want to get through that gate. But anyway, what are you doing camped out here?
Oh, just taking a bit of a breather before I continue. I'd much rather rest a bit here than in Shatterscarp. I've heard the desert can be brutal.
I mean, desert or swamp. Pick your poison, I guess. Is there anything else you can tell me about Shatterscarp?
Not much, unfortunately. There's a settlement in the region. Thirdborn, I believe it's called. Hardy folks. Otherwise, you can expect blazing sands and, if the rumors are true, dream thralls. Poor bastards. If it wasn't the only way to Solace Keep, I'd be avoiding the place like the... well, like the Dream Scourge.
Okay, well, since you're here, let me see what you have to offer. Oh shit, she got some good stuff! Dang! Look at all this exceptional quality stuff! Exceptional pistol, exceptional mace, exceptional grimoire of elements, exceptional brigandine armor. Nice. Alright. I am gonna buy all of your lockpicks. I am gonna buy all of your grog. I am gonna buy your stew. I'm gonna buy your health potions and your essence potions and all your grenades. As well, I'm gonna buy your awakened Audra and 2 of your Hylia's Talon. In return, I will sell you that. And these. And that. And that. And that. And that. And that. And that. And we're good. And then I'm gonna steal your stuff, sorry. Sorry about this, but you know. Thanks. Bronny says, those are all over the map on my playthrough, those feathered cow things. I'm pretty sure this is the first one we've seen. Tia says, maybe Tiffy's playing a different version of the game. Her map's been full of bears. That is true. Okay, well, apparently there's gonna be lots of steel garrote waiting for us at the gate up here, so let's just get this confrontation over with, I suppose. Shatterscarp Gatehouse Beacon. And yep, there's the steel garrote. There's only a couple of them, though.
Gods, what happened here?
Well, it looks like they murdered all of the people who were originally posted at the gate and have taken it over for themselves. Classic steel
A
garrote.
moment of your time, if you please. From one Adiran to another.
Captain Aelfir, what are you doing here?
I go where the Inquisitor commands. Just as you go where the Emperor commands. So, did you enjoy our little bonfire? Inquisitor Ludwig was pleased with our efficiency.
You irredeemable fucking swine!
Keep her on a tight leash. No need for this to get out of hand.
You know, there's so many different options I want to choose here. I mean, number one is obvious. Are you responsible for the burning of Fior? Yes, we already know that. I think I want to hit them with a little bit of legal repercussions. You know, you attacked a sovereign settlement. The Court of Adir will hear of it.
We'll see about that. Believe it or not, the Steel Garrote owe you an apology on behalf of Inquisitor Ludwig.
Bring us her severed head and I'll consider it.
Giadash.
That temperament of yours is exactly the problem she's trying to solve. Our attack came together in haste. You should have been informed, and I regret the oversight.
You say that like it's nothing, but you've made Adir complicit in a war crime.
All we've done is speed things along to their inevitable conclusion. One way or another, Fuel Messi Verno was always going to burn. Weak government, chaotic farming, dangerous research. They never had a chance.
What right do you have to cast judgment on us?
As the future caretakers of the living lands, we do only what is necessary. Fjord Messiverno's reliance on animancy and stubborn individualism has done nothing but drag the living lands down with them.
I came to help the living lands, not to condemn it.
Help takes many forms. Look, I'm only telling you this because you deserve to know Ludwig's intentions for the living lands. If Heelgard cannot maintain a grip on the living lands, then the Steel Garrote will simply take it from him. You see, the Steel Garrote answer to the Burned Queen, not your floundering empire. And we will break from Adir if that's what it takes.
And there it is. The Emperor did not authorize this. They are rogue agents. They say they don't even answer to the Emperor. They answer to their burned queen, which is what I was trying to look for. Wodica. Also known as the Burned Queen, Strangler, Oathbinder, and the Queen That Was, is the goddess of justice, law, oaths, promises, rulership, vengeance, memory, and hierarchies. She is depicted as an old noblewoman wearing a broken crown. Steel Garrote paladins worship Wodica, and some say do her bidding. So there it is. I mean, it was obviously very clear. The Steel Garrote were pretending to be here on behalf of the Adiran Empire and, you know, meting out their justice and following their orders, when all along they're actually crazed zealots who are doing whatever the hell they want and will break away from the Empire if that's what's required. Well, at least she's honest. That's true, actually. For one, you know what? As many things as we could say about Ginger McGee here, at least she's being real with me, and I appreciate that. So, you know, why are you even telling me this?
Because we have one thing in common. Inquisitor Ludwig sees something in you, Envoy. She wants to cultivate your potential, as she did mine. You don't want to get between her and the fate of the living land, so let this serve as a warning.
Our grasp on this island is going to tighten, even if it costs us allies along the way. Acceptable losses. What you do with this information is up to you. Either way, Emerald Stair is just the beginning.
Good night, Bill. I mean, it was a useful cover, I guess. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. The Steel Garrote allied with the Empire while they're, you know, to get closer to their own goals. But it seems they're quite ready to drop the facade that their interests and the Empire's interests are aligned. Inquisitor Ludwig could cultivate me anytime. Sorry, what? Well, that's the issue, right? It would be so easy to condemn the Steel Garrote and say that I have no interest in aligning with them at all. Hey, Borby, thanks for the follow. But the issue is I have an unholy crush on Inquisitor Ludwig, and it's awful, and she's horrible, but at the same time, I'm just absolutely enthralled by that monster of a woman. So it's the one thing holding me back from just outright condemning the Steel Garrote. The long and short of it is I am simping for Inquisitor Ludwig, and it's putting me in some moral dilemmas here. Alright, I'll keep everything you've said in mind, I guess.
You do that. Before I let you go, a little bird sang in my ear that you're
What a wild thing to hear when you arrive in chat. Hey, word. Hey, at least I'm honest, right?
That would have been impossible with these meddlesome rangers in the way.
You didn't.
I took the liberty of removing them. It's a shame, really. Honorable folk to the last.
Did Ludwig give that order?
Ludwig told me to open a path for you by any means necessary, and that's exactly what I did. When you arrive in Shatterscarp, give this letter to Temerity. Compliments of the Inquisitor. No need to keep you any longer. Let's hope our next meeting is under more favorable circumstances.
Yeah, Ginger McGee fucking sucks. Lucky for Ginger McGee that her boss is very hot. Because otherwise... Otherwise, well, there'd be a lot different, ending to this conversation. Tell Ludwin I've got my eye on her.
No need. She has both of hers on you.
Really?
You, envoy.
I mean, really?
Sooner or later.
So that's it? We're just letting her walk away?
You'll get a chance at vengeance, but not here. We've already murdered enough Steel Garrote. I don't want to piss off Inquisitor Ludwin anymore right now. There will be a time and place.
Fine. But I'm holding you to that. I don't want to see you again. Is that clear?
Crystal. Good luck with her, envoy. You're going to need it.
Wow, we actually got out of one Steel Garrote confrontation without battle.
I'm sleeping with one eye open tonight.
But yeah, I don't disagree. This lady fucking sucks. They just murdered these people for literally no reason. Now, let's see what she just gave us. Inquisitor Ludwin's missive. To Head Sharpshooter First Class of Shatterscarp, Temerity Kaiwa III. On behalf of the Burned Queen and the Emperor of Adir, I hereby command that the ruins of Naku Kubel be surrendered to Adir. If you resist, Shatterscarp will share Fior Mazeverno's fate. By my oath, Inquisitor Ludwin. She wants me to deliver that? Okay. I am finding it harder and harder to even justify remotely aligning my interests with Inquisitor Ludwin, no matter how hot she is. We'll see. We'll keep that in our pocket. Fuck, man. Fuck the Steel Garrote. They suck so hard. They suck so hard. You should probably speed dial your Emperor before these folks drag your Empire into a war it wants nothing to do with. Yeah, seriously. The fact that Inquisitor Ludwin is even still trying to invoke the Emperor's name to justify what she's doing here is kind of hilarious, because you'd have to think the second the Emperor realizes what these people are doing in his, quote, name, he's gonna be pretty pissed. Ludwin is so evil, she must have a mustache to twiddle. Just burn the note, and if asked about it, just say, what note? Bronny says, I'm not kink-shaming, just curious about what we like about Ludwin. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's getting worse and worse. Sodden list. Though much of this note has been rendered illegible from water damage, some of it can still be made out. We need more oil for our blades. The moisture out here is terrible for them. On that note, we're actually running low on a number of supplies. Yeah, I don't think anyone here needs any more supplies. Okay, well, I guess we're probably gonna catch up to Ludwin in Thirdborn, so that's gonna be interesting. We haven't actually seen her in a while. So I'm sure a conversation with her will go, just swimmingly. In the meantime, I don't think there's anything else we can really do here. We told the, residents of Fior to go to Thirdborn, which I think was the correct call. That's where we're going. At this point, there's obviously a lot of things around us that are escalating, a lot of things that are being out of our control. But at the end of the day, we were sent here to stop the Dream Scourge, and as much of a threat as the Steel Garrote is to the land, the Dream Scourge is just as much of a threat, if not more of a threat. So at this point, I think we just need to focus on that, and I'm sure more confrontations with the Steel Garrote await us as we proceed further, but one thing at a time, I guess. Alright, through the gates. Travel to Shatterscarp. This is the third main area in Avowed. We've made our way.
You came to Emerald Stair looking for answers. And now we're leaving with more questions. How do we fight the Dream Scourge? What can we do about Sapadal? And where is the garden? Not to mention, why the Steel Garrote burned my fucking home to the ground.
I mean, we've got the answer to that one. They're just crazy zealots who have completely gone rogue and want everything for themselves. Look, what they did was inexcusable and unforgivable. Our interests are not aligned. Just want to make that clear.
I'm glad you think so. Because right now you're the only Aderin whose opinion matters to me. I will not forget Fiume Siverno. Everything it was, and everything it could have been. And I will never forgive. Never.
So on top of the Dream Scourge rotting your fields and turning kith and beast alike into monsters, now we've got a Death Guard Inquisitor and the Steel Garrote dogging our steps.
That about sums it up,
We'll
yeah.
try something similar in Thirdborn?
Well, according to her missive, yes. I mean, at this point, our only option is to try to speak with Ludwin. Do I think she's going to listen to reason? Do I think we can find a diplomatic solution to this problem? No. But I would be remiss to not at least try. And at this point, I'm only one person. There's so many threats happening. I gotta agree with TS. The plague is a more immediate threat. I mean, I think the Emperor and the Empire needs to step in and deal with the Steel Garrote. I don't know what I can even do with that. I can try to be diplomatic. It's probably going to end in a fight. But at this point, we need to do or focus on what we were sent here to do, which is stop the Dream Scourge. But yes, I will try to speak with Ludwin.
I bet Heelguard's tried that tack. Zealots like her aren't swayed by reason. And Thirdborn will greet her with a sword in one hand and another sword in the other. Lots of Rawatayans, scramble routes with no prospects back home, washouts from military or mercenary life, sailors in search of steady ground. Add to that a motley assortment of pirates, free spirits, and people who like living under the loosest grasp of the law, and you've got Thirdborn. But rumor has it something's amiss in Shatterscarp. Strange dreams, disappearances, people wandering into the desert and never returning, or coming back, changed.
Yeah, we're being besieged on all sides. We've got the Steel Garrote on one side, we've got the Dream Scourge on the other.
That's what I'm afraid of.
At least that tells us we're on the right track. This Dream Scourge is one of the weirdest things I've ever tried to hunt.
What do you know about Thirdborn, Marius?
Town full of survivors. Anyone who decides to stake out a life in Shatterscarp isn't someone you want to mess with. Good enough people, though. And generally less likely to rob you or bore you to sleep than other places we've been.
That's good.
Everything we learned in Naku Tadek points us to the garden. Thirdborn is just a stepping stone. But we don't know anything about the garden. It could be a myth or a metaphor. Whatever the garden is or isn't, it's our only lead. We find the garden, we find the Dream Scourge.
Yeah. I mean, when you think about it, a garden implies cultivation, patience, intention.
Indeed. And deep roots waiting to be unearthed. Yardsley is a master of the unknown and the unknowable. No mystery eludes her for long. If there is a path to the garden, Yardsley can lead us to it. I'd follow her anywhere.
Or maybe that god poking around your soul could give us directions.
Ask for directions. Why didn't I think of that? Kai, that's brilliant.
She's being sarcastic?
Whatever Sapadal tells us will be filtered through a lot of metaphysical noise, but it couldn't hurt to try.
I feel like if she knew the direction, she would have told me, but... I mean, I suppose. What can go wrong? We may as well try to ask.
This is so exciting. Sapadal? It's Giada. Giada Castel. If you're listening, could you please tell us more about the garden?
Castel.
Wow, I didn't think she'd answer just like that.
Sing to us. A voice through murky water. The garden stifles the notes we cannot reach. The branches bind.
Did you get anything?
I mean, not much, just that they're definitely trapped in the garden. The garden is their prison.
In other words, nothing we didn't already know. Well, at least we tried. Clearly your link to Sapadal isn't as strong as it was in Naku Tadek, but I'll take it over nothing.
Does anyone else want to ask Sapadal a question?
I'll pass. I've heard too many ghost stories that start this way.
Right. If I wanted to waste time, that's what I carry a flute for.
Just me, then? Really? No one else has a question for the god of the living lands? Fascinating.
So let me see if I got this straight. We're looking for the garden, which might not exist. Our best lead is Yatsley, an eccentric scholar who's gone ahead to Thirdborn, where the Dream Scourge may be ravaging.
Don't look at me. I was fine going back to Paradise.
Look, this is our chance to finally get some answers. Be ready for anything.
Anything. Right. Listen, I hate to ask this, but while we're in Shatterscarp, there's something I need to do. Something I owe Tama. There's an old battlefield near some Pogrunan ruins. Area called the Shark's Teeth. Tama lost his badge there. I need to get it.
Okay, we'll go.
Thanks.
Takes courage to go back for something you lost. I wouldn't have it in me.
Get some rest. Sleep is good for the soul. Maybe this doesn't need to be said, but I don't blame you for what happened to Fior Messiverno. I just wanted you to know.
Okay, I'm definitely not saying number 2 because it's been clear, and I've been emphasizing and delineating the fact that the Steel Garrote does not equal the Empire, and many people have said that. So definitely not saying these were my people. Definitely not saying 3. That is extremely insensitive to say the Steel Garrote only hastened the inevitable. So by process of elimination, our only option is to say 1. I also don't like number 1 because, as I just said, I'm trying to create a clear line between the Empire and the Steel Garrote. Is the Empire some, magical, perfect place? No, of course not. The Empire has surely got its own problems. But the Empire also is not the Steel Garrote. Does that make sense? I feel like I'm talking in circles here. But, so, TS, I'm with you. None of these options seem all that good. Yeah, so, I mean, just process of elimination, I guess I'll say number 1. I'm beginning to question what the Empire is doing in the Living Lands.
No need to question it anymore. They've made their intentions clear. I'll get the bastards who did this. One way or another, I'll make them pay.
Sleep well. We've got a long road ahead.
I guess we do, don't we? Alright. Ooh, this is going to be a very big change of scenery. To go from the forested, lush region of Emerald Stair into a literal desert that apparently smells like death. Okay.
Look here. Can you focus
Whoa.
on my voice? Can you hear me clearly?
What's happening here?
Yes, I can hear you. I'm just dizzy.
Oh shit, damn. What the hell? Hi.
Nothing more shameful than a soldier who lost their grip.
The hell are you talking about?
That last fight gouged a hole through our ranks. How many did you lose?
Too many. Not even counting the ones we had to put down because they turned into dream thralls.
I had to put down 3 good men myself. Telling their family. That was worse.
Don't talk to me like you're the only one who understands hardship. I'm going to be facing down a mutiny soon.
You think we want to be here? Think again.
So leave. I can't wait to see the last of you and your people.
And go where? Nothing but death waiting out there. Better we die with honor.
Alright, well, looks like we arrived at a tense time. What else is new? Conflict between the Adiran Empire and the locals. However, it appears they may have joined forces in some respect and are fighting against something.
Another Adiran, Kutabao.
Hold on. This isn't one of mine. Or Ludwig's. You must be the envoy Hilgard told me about.
Well, you picked a damn fine time to show up.
You both look like Andra's mortar spat you out.
Drowning in salt water would have been preferable. Dream Thralls ambushed us an hour ago. We're still counting the dead.
Our dead, to be precise.
We lost soldiers too, protecting your people.
Yes, how heroic. Protecting Kith from Adiran dream thralls.
Are the dream thralls here all Adiran?
No, but most are. Our troops haven't been spared, and more are falling ill.
In all their military might, your Adiran comrades decided to go wandering through the desert, despite my advice. And now we're all paying for their idiocy. Thirdborners and Adirans alike.
We've since pulled back to Eagle's Reach until more reinforcements arrive to contain the Dream Thralls. Whatever your intentions here, Envoy, it's not worth it. Better to go back to Paradise where it's safe.
It's interesting how each area we've been to, the Dream Scourge has affected in a different way. The first area, it was mostly the wildlife that had been affected. The second area was mostly the land that had been affected. And now the third area, it's mostly the people who've been infected. So we've seen how the Dream Scourge affects areas differently, but in the end, everything is affected. People, wildlife, the very land itself, no part of the living lands is safe.
Not an encouraging thought, but a true one.
At least you have your guard up. Maybe you'll even make it to Thirdborn.
We've been through a lot already. This isn't our first terrifying ordeal.
Look, Envoy. Kith aren't too keen on Adirans at the moment. Rumor of what happened in Fjord is already starting to spread. Just watch your back, all right?
Oh, that was kind of you. I'll keep that in mind, thank you.
Good luck, Envoy. Gods protect you.
They're not fighting over territory, they're fighting over who's suffered the most. We live in unusual times.
That's for sure, but certainly looks like a lot of people are suffering. Bronny makes a good point. Doesn't look like there's much plant life here to affect. That's true. Got some amazing music kicking in as we get our first look at this area. I see cool ruins over there I'd definitely like to explore. There's a little bit of plant life interspersed throughout the rocks, and then that must be Thirdborn right over there. Before we go, though, we'd be remiss not to talk to anyone who's still alive around here. Anything else you can tell us, Captain?
Another soul lost. What a waste.
Yeah, okay, nothing more from you. This area is giving me Monster Hunter World flashbacks, says Bronny.
We have everything we need in Adir. What are we doing here?
Your empire is desperate to expand.
What have we gotten ourselves into?
You know, just how empires do. The thing is, the empire underestimated what it was expanding into when it came to the living lands. Got some good loot we can grab here before we go. The issue is the locals already hated the Empire for encroaching upon their lands, which is fair, but now the Empire and the Steel Garrote are being, you know, tied together, so they're gonna hate us even more for what the Steel Garrote did.
This isn't a place to just stand around.
It's a good place to grab loot, though. It's one thing to be mad at us for, you know, setting up embassies and sort of pushing our way in, which is totally valid. And then it's another thing for everyone to hate us because we're murdering people, which is true and it's valid, but it's not us who's doing it, right? So it's hard getting lumped together with the fucking Steel Garrote. Alright, we did a big loop there and got some good loot, which is good. And then over here, it looks like we've got side quest from this Adiran soldier.
Ever since the mines got shut down. Ah, welcome to the shit, Envoy. Sorry
A loot
for the mess,
loop.
but it can't be helped. Not when a fucking horde of dream thralls screams up the path. At least they're not coming out of the fucking rock like they did in the mines. Oh, dream thrall spiders.
No!
Nothing is spared this plague. neither the land nor the creatures who inhabit it.
Aye, a living nightmare. They swarmed just like that. These dream scourge people don't eat their kill.
That sounds like nightmare fuel. Dream scourged spiders. Can we go back to the dream scourged bears? The dream scourged plants? Dream scourged spiders? Why does it always have to be spiders? Why do we have soldiers in the mines anyway?
The powers that be decided we'd help Thirdborn reopen an old, abandoned sulfur mine. Help arm Thirdborn against the Dream Scourge, you see. Make friends. But it's not my place to talk about any of it.
Here we go. Where are these mines?
Follow the path down. You'll see the elevator. It's broken now, but the mines are just on the cliff above.
I used to hear stories about cave-ins up there. Watch your step.
Fantastic.
If you hit the Leviathan skull when you're up there, you've gone too far.
Leviathan skull?
You'll know it when you see it.
Okay, I mean, I'm gonna regret this, but I might stop by the mines and take a look for myself.
If it please you. Sounds like they need all the help they can get.
Out dream-scourged spiders. Sounds like honest work to me.
Uh-huh. Honest work. I'm gonna regret this so fucking hard. But the potential for loot sings to me. The things we do for loot. Yes, as I imagine we'll fight a spider the size of a barn if we enter the mines. And the unfortunate part is, he's probably right, and I'm gonna regret doing this, but guess what? There's people in there who need our help, and there's probably loot to be found. And between those two things, I can't ignore it. Alright, guess what we're doing? We're gonna go explore a spider mine, yay! I think I figured out why they didn't code in an arachnophobia mode. They'd have to basically code a second game. Yeah, truly. Alright, gosh, what a beautiful view up here. Holy moly. This is awesome. A brand new area to explore. Lots to uncover, lots of loot to find.
Eye sharp. Dream thralls ahead.
And dream thralls to kill. Dream thrall barbarian. There they are.
Worse than rot! Knives and shadows!
Couldn't have done it better.
Damn.
That was a close one.
I didn't know this game took place in Australia. We're gonna explore the spider mine, yay! TIFF 2025, quote without the correct emphasis.
Since I saw this place.
Right, so apparently Kai used to live in Thirdborn for a while, so this is kind of like a second home to him. Oh, clip through the ground. Oh, fuck. Oh, okay. Oh, we're clipping. We are in the ground. Oh god. Okay. Don't go over there. Very dangerous. Public service announcement. Don't go over there. The ground's not very sturdy. Alright, here's the mine. Guess we're not going that way, so the issue is, how are we gonna get up there? Because it doesn't look like the elevator's in service. I guess we'll take the long way around and go up this way. Is this how the Dream Scourge starts? You just start clipping through the ground? I'll be honest, for a new game, and it's sad that you have to make these statements, you should assume that, you know, when games come out, they're finished. But as any gamer knows, that is not always the case. But regardless, for a new game, we haven't had that many issues in Avowed. We've had a little bit of clipping here and there, but for the most part, things have run very smoothly, which I've been satisfied with. Ronnie says, I clipped through the map in the first main area whilst trying to Skyrim horse a cliff. Oh. Well, I suppose different people have different experiences. Speaking of Skyrim horsing a cliff, I really thought I could climb up here, but that doesn't appear to be working. Skyrim horsing only works if blessed by Todd. Is anyone else excited for Skyblivion this year? Is it finally coming out this year, game? For anyone who doesn't know, there's a team of modders who are essentially remaking Oblivion in the Skyrim engine. But they've been working on it for years and years and years, so... If it's finally coming out this year, then yes, I am excited. I would love to replay Oblivion. It has been a long time since I played Oblivion. So I'd love to play it in the Skyrim engine with, you know, higher graphical fidelity and all that good stuff. The team is confident that it'll be this year. Okay. I thought Bethesda lawyers shut them down last year. Oh, really? I mean, that doesn't surprise me, I guess, but... Either way, if it ever does come out, I would like to play it. For sure. It'd be a great way to revisit Oblivion, a game that I haven't played in... I haven't played Oblivion since Skyrim came out, so that's how long it's been. Okay, I thought we could get up there, but... Doesn't look like we can, so... We're gonna have to find another way around, I guess. And just make sure I'm not missing, like, a lever or a button that can call the elevator. Every studio is remaking old games to cash in on the nostalgia loop. Bethesda does the most Bethesda thing imaginable and gets the modding community to do it for them. Yeah, that is true. No, I mean, it doesn't look to me like we can access this, so... We'll have to see if we can go around, I guess. Not that way, because we'll clip through the ground, but maybe another way. Oh, wait a minute. Why aren't you guys coming with me? Why are you standing over here? Y'all didn't want to go to the spider mine. I mean, fair enough. I don't even want to go there. What are these weird, like, rock formations over here? Some sort of, like, quartz or something? That looks pretty cool, too. Dream Scourge. Take out your weapons, folks. Oh, it's so dark in here. Anything in the well? Nope. Wow, literally nothing here? Not sure why they're, like, keep giving me distance. My party members are like, let's hang back in case she finds spiders. Oh. Weird spot for a picnic? Never mind, not a picnic. I think it's a grave site. Tons of grenades, though. Don't mind if I do. Dead people won't be using those, but I will. Okay, what do we got here? What a weird offering for a grave. A pile of grenades. I know. Free grenades, though, so that's definitely a score. Oh, we're clipping through the ground. Okay, you know what? I think the area is a little bugged. Why don't we save and reboot? Quite completely. Because I feel like something weird's going on. We're clipping through the ground. My companions are, like, giving me a weird distance. I think we just need a quick reboot. No clip me once, shame on me. No clip me twice, shame on you. Yeah, let's see if this makes things run a little bit more smoothly. Just a quick little reboot. While we're waiting, we can do some stretching. Think you missed my theory for what the pinkish rock formations are? I think I did. What's your theory? I said upturned spider legs. Oh, don't ruin it. It's pretty quartz. Don't ruin it for me. God. Oh. Ah! Oh. That scared me. But you know what? I would much rather that have been a pile of angry rocks than a spider, so we'll take it. Calamity Blight? Sure. Why not? As long as it's not spiders, we'll take it. Oh, there's more. Okay. No more rocks?
We make a good squad.
We do make a good squad. Surprised there's no mines here for whatever this is. Angry pebbles travel in packs. Nice view. Careful here. They're platforming. Careful we don't fall into either the ocean or some of these crevices that it looks like we won't ever be able to crawl back out of. Ooh, beautiful! Okay, waterfall, I see you. Angry pebbles suck. They're weirdly tough compared to all the baddies. Yeah, they are very damage resistant, which I mean, I guess makes sense. They're literally rocks, but still annoying. This place has just been strangely quiet so far. Like, we haven't really seen anything or anyone.
I had no idea they went so deep.
Well, we're gonna explore them again and see if there's any treasure for us to find, because we haven't really found any treasure, we haven't found any enemies, we haven't found any quests. Shrine to Whale. Huh. A secret shrine hidden in the caves? They're getting pretty narrow, guys. Watch your head. Whoa.
I admit it's much nicer than I expected. A more than suitable home for a shrine.
It's so cool. Now this is cool, but also kind of creepy because these growths, they kind of look like eyeballs. They're somewhere between it looks like a cave full of stars and a cave full of eyeballs. So we're given like 50% cool, 50% creepy. We've combed half the desert and we ain't found shit. We finally found something. Dead body, which gives us a ring of elemental balance. Plus 10% fire, frost, and shock accumulation. Ooh. Is that better than +1 intellect or 10% damage with ranged weapons? Not that, probably. But is that better than +1 intellect? I think it is. Hey, Kirky, good evening! This colorful ring was created by the Ixamital wizard Anextli to enhance their already formidable control of the elements. While many wizards tend to focus on a single favored element, Anextli believed that the true path to mastering the arcane was in balancing the use of elements. Those that put stock in Anextli's philosophy and teachings will find this ring to be a great boon. Oh, are wands not even considered ranged weapons? Well, if that case, we have our answer. I mean, I think this ring is better no matter what. Because it's purple. So even if we're just judging based on the color quality, usually purple is better than blue and better than nothing, so... yeah. Plus 10% fire, frost, and shock accumulation. I think we'll equip that. Ring of Elemental Balance. Cool. I googled it. Wands are arranged. Okay, well maybe it makes more sense then to do Ring of Peerless Marksman and Ring of Elemental Balance over Arcanist's Ring. Because that just gives us +1 intellect, which, don't get me wrong, we love that, but losing 1 intellect to bring us down to 8 intellect, I think will be less of a change than giving plus 10% damage. So I think I'm gonna go Ring of Elemental Balance and Ring of the Peerless Marksman. And then that just makes sense too, because we got the purple ring and the blue ring versus the ring that has no quality to it at all. I think that's probably our best bet. You can replace intellect with drinks or leveling up. Yeah. Going from 9 to 8 is a minus 11% change. Okay, so it's pretty close in terms of percentage either way. Look what we have here. Eyes of the Obscured. It's a God Shrine totem base. It's a whale.
Seems to be missing a few parts.
It is, but if we get the base, then that's awesome because we can start building it up. Fantastic. Totem base. Score! Oh, it was worth exploring the Crystal Caves after all. We got some good shit in here. Alright. Very nice. Ooh. Who have we here? Hello. Ward of the Eye.
Did you see the 100 Visions too? Were you also called by He who sees and isn't seen?
No one called me here.
Yet you were drawn here, despite the heat and the encroaching plague. Something is whispering to you. One wonders if it's my god or yours. Does your god ever toy with you? Mine taunts their chosen with nonsense.
Well, that seems rude. What is this place?
A shrine. One of a great many. Each god has several of their own. I had a dream a few weeks ago of, well, some say you can hear the gods whispering in these totems. I've tried. It hasn't worked. It's a wonder any of us are still sane, really, between our gods and this plague.
I mean, I'd love to actually find that totem piece if you're not using it.
And I'd be happy to give it to you, as long as you humor my request.
I'm not stripping down and eating spiders, if that's the request.
I said nonsense, not madness.
Okay.
But don't worry.
Just being clear.
I won't request
Everyone has
anything
limits,
as
all right?
dire as what has been asked of you, or will be asked. I forget what I was told.
Okay, well, look. Again, as long as it doesn't involve anything repulsive, I will humor you.
That depends on what you consider repulsive, doesn't it? Let's see. Tell me if you feel like you're in control still. That's all I want. Tell me if you possess autonomy and choice.
Yes, I do.
Truly? I suppose as long as your purpose is aligned, it'll all be fine. Normally I wouldn't mind passing time, trading nonsense, but I've things to do here. So, take this and go. You'll be fine. Just try not to think too much of your place in the world.
Well, that was weird, but hey.
The thing you were fiddling with at camp.
We got a totem fragment. Wow, coming into this cave, we not only got the totem base, we also got a totem fragment, so coming in here was well worth our time. That's awesome. Okay, and now we can get out from here too, I think. Should be able to without breaking our Legs too much. And who do we have over here? Dream Thralls. Okay.
Worth and rough.
One for you!
Seek.
Ah!
My turn. Give me a second.
Worth and rough.
Nice. You done? Not too bad. Okay. Before we go to Thirdborn, I definitely do want to see if we can get into those mines. So let's actually backtrack a little bit and see if we can get up and around a different way. And while we do that, it does look like there's something we can explore here as well. So the mines are right up that way. So realistically, maybe we might be able to get up there from this way. Weird, colorful looking plants out here. Let's see if anyone's home, shall we? Hello? Anyone home? And if you are home, are you sane? I suppose is the key question. Skadeclef. Please dust off your boots on the way inside. The subjects are in a delicate state and we cannot risk contamination by outside particulates. Do not feed the subjects by hand. They bite. Use tongs, a stick, or a shovel from a safe distance. Should you be afflicted with the dream scourge, let your peers know so you can join the other subjects. Do not worry about the subjects. They are dead in every way that matters. Okay, is this some sort of dream scourge lab? We can't get in through the door. We need a key. I don't know if there's any other way in. Huh. Okay. Guess we'll come back when we find the key. Same rules over here. Nope, research supplies. Spider research needs. Oh no! They're researching spiders and the dream scourge? And they need a vomit bucket? Oh no.
This village has felt the touch of death. Or something worse than death.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here, but... clearly, I guess the research didn't go as planned. Uh-huh.
Worth and rough.
I see. Just wrapped around. Yeah, most of the buildings here have been completely burned down. On the bright side, I haven't seen any spiders or any dream scourge thralls, so... I guess they burned the place down and then left? Like, I'll take it. Nope. They're in the well.
I thought that was obvious.
They're in the well. Okay. Do we want to go in the well? Whoa. Some good loot. There are Adirans, though. Oh, there's a Dream Scourge over there. That was them saying, come in! See, the worst part, I have very conflicting natures, because one side of me hears disturbing noises and reads about the potential for dream scourge spiders, and I'm like, absolutely not, keep me the hell away from it. But the other side of me, the curious side, the loot goblin side, I got the angel and the devil sitting on my shoulder. The angel saying, stay the hell away from that, it's gonna disgust you and freak you out. And the other side is saying, but what if there's loot? Who knows what you'll find down there? And it's tough. I feel like the devil prevails a lot of the time. And we end up doing things that I probably don't want to do, but do anyway because there might be loot. Join us, Tiff. We all float down here. Oh, we've got Zorips and a giant beetle? They're all dancing. They're having a dance party. Okay, we'll leave them alone. I don't need to interrupt the dance party. Let's instead take a look at this. Oh, this water is disgusting. Why is it like this? This is not clean water. This is very silty water. Huh. A blood waterfall. Very metal. Ancient lake bed. So ancient the water has gone stale. Oh! We might have found the culprit for the disgusting water. You! You've been contaminating it with your disgusting blood. Uh-huh. Alright, well, I guess we'll go back to that little research facility later, when and if we can find some keys. For now, though, we'll just keep exploring. This is the best part about coming to a new area. It's just like, boom! Look at this brand new area we get to explore. Now, I think this is just gonna lead us back up to the bottom of the mine shaft where we were clipping through the ground before. It is, yeah. Oh, wait a minute! Okay, I'm glad we reloaded the game, because clearly something was bugging out. None of these people were here before. Uh-huh. Okay. This makes a lot more sense. Hello?
I don't know why we don't use a simple pulley system. If they hadn't made this thing so complicated, it'd be fine.
I don't like being stuck out here. I don't know when the dream thralls are going to attack.
Wait, and this thing wasn't here before either, was it? Or it doesn't matter if it is, because I can't activate it. Okay. These people were definitely not here before, so that's interesting. Doesn't look like they can actually help me, though. Maybe try giving that lever a whack? Okay, yeah.
Ready for this.
I was just getting warmed up.
Because we've gone right around the area now. Oh, wait a minute. You see this? You see this bridge here? Maybe we need to go right around the back side to get up to the base camp, because you can see there's a bridge there. This is sheer cliffs. We were just there. But if we go up further, we might be able to get there. Around the back side, yes. How many times have we had to say that today? Trying to go in through the back. I think that's what we have to do. Alright. I don't think we can go in there for now. Alright, well I think all paths at this point just lead to Thirdborn. I don't think there's any other way we can kind of go without first going there. I mean, I'm sure we could veer up through those that pass there, but God, that river's disgusting. I think it makes the most sense for us to just head to Thirdborn, so let's head that way. If we see anything else along the way that we want to check out, obviously we will. Oh my god, where the hell did you guys come from? They just came up from the fucking ground.
Wearing third-born homespun or a deer in armor.
How long must the living land suffer?
That's what we're here to try to help. Well, there's a camp up there. You'd have to think if they've got tents and a fire and everything, they're not, I was just gonna say, you'd think if they look at least a bit civilized, they're probably not hostile, but never mind. Looks like that asshole's a bit hostile, and honestly, now that he's yelled out to me, I have more initiative than ever to go up and see what the hell's going on. Before we do, though, got another camp of things that want to kill me. Oh! Ow! Ow! There's a healer somewhere. Ow. There's the priest. Okay. Woo. What's that taken care of?
I could have taken him.
You really need to find the amulet that lets you regen mana when near companions? That sounds good. Yeah, mana is like my #1 bottleneck. Alright, you still gonna yell at me now that I'm up here, or...?
Hey, stay back. This is our rock. You want a vantage point? Find something else.
What are you doing up here?
Staying safe? Helak said the problem with Thirdborn is it doesn't give us a clear view of all the threats. Helak hasn't steered us wrong before. He said we'll be safe as long as we're here. So we're staying until the plague ends, or until Helak tells us to leave.
Sounds like a great life living up here on this rock. What about food, water, the heat?
We're not fools. We've provisioned for ourselves. Go away. For all I know, you're a new type of dream thrall come to lure us down. I wish Helak was here.
I don't know who Helak is, but these people worship him like a god. You'd probably be safer if you weren't yelling at people down below from up high. Who is this Helak you keep talking about anyway?
He's the one who's been keeping us safe. Helak said to wait here until he gets back. He went off to look at that rock formation near the burned settlement. Helak said there could be an even more defensible position, but he hasn't returned.
Okay, you should probably just leave him a marker and get to safety.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable, but Thirdborn's been attacked before. We don't want to go back there.
In Thirdborn, you'll at least have walls to hide behind.
Yeah, that's true. And we won't be there forever. We're gonna have to carry all this equipment down, but you can help yourself to whatever's in the chest.
Sick, thanks. Wow. Alright, we're getting these assholes out of here before they get themselves killed. We get to help ourselves to whatever's in the chest. I'll take it. Climber's crampons. They give plus 30% parkour speed. Okay, if you're into parkour, these are the boots for you. Free loot, we'll take it. Now, Apparently their Helak went over by the burned settlement, which is where we just were. I don't know if you guys can see it, but right straight ahead, on top of this rock formation, you can see a bit of a cave, and there's one flickering torch there. Maybe that's where Helak went. Happy goblin noises. Free loot! Let's go check that out. Looks like it's right up there. Go.
Got eyes on something?
No, actually. I mean, I see Zorip's down there, but I was looking for this Helak guy. And I don't see him. What I do see, though, is a way to get in here. Watch your knees! Flame-eaten diary. Most pages are too scorched to read. A final entry, however, is still legible. In my haste to clear away the arachnids which inhabited our study, so as to make room for our changed fellows, I accidentally left the well key in the laboratory. A foolish slip of the mind. An absence. I pray that this is no symptom of the plague in me.
That doesn't bode well. We should find the key in the laboratory.
But I couldn't get in the laboratory without a key, you see? We need keys for everything. No, wait, that's a house. I just assumed this was the laboratory, but maybe it's not. I like that you've got a magic spell that makes walls explode and you still have the manners to use door locks. Truly. Unless this was the laboratory. But we've already been through here and didn't see a key. Yeah, okay. This gave us a whole new quest. That which remains. Scade Cliff, a small Adirian settlement in the ancient lake bed, burned down. Investigate the remains and find out what happened here. The door to the laboratory oh, the laboratory house. Okay, that's confusing language. So the house is the laboratory. We need to search the settlement to find the key. So it's here somewhere. Oh, wait. Dead body? Nope. All he had in his pockets was a trout pie. Me. Does he have the key? Nope. Just has trout pie. Okay. And then I don't think I could open these doors. Oh. That was the house we were just in. This is the mysterious well. There's nothing here. I mean, maybe the Zorips have the key? I don't know. Worth the fight, I guess. Bronny had the same idea. He says maybe the key's on one of those dancing lizards. Look, I didn't want to interrupt their dance party, but I fear we have no choice. Party's over, folks. Any of you got a key? Alright. Is that everyone? Did any of you have a key? It does not appear so. Oh, wait a minute. This dead body here's got an orange glow to it. That usually means they have something important.
So many of them. Sailors.
Oh, it's Helak! We found him! Oh, and he doesn't look good. If you find this, know that I continue to look for a safe place for us. Only death will keep me from my task, for I, Helak, have made a promise to you good people.
That corpse, I assume, is Helak. No surprises there.
Yeah, he dead. Oh, okay. Well, it's a good thing we convinced those people to go back to Thirdborn, because otherwise they would have been waiting for Helak for a very long time. Okay, so the search area on the map for this key is really big. Which doesn't really help us, because obviously the key could be anywhere here. At this point, I'm so curious, I can't just give up this easily, and I've got to try to find this damn key. That's the biggest search area I've seen in the game so far. Yeah, no, it's huge. It's huge. Look.
A branch breaks.
I was hoping they wouldn't see me. We want to see spiders, damn it, for some reason.
We see you. Worth and Roth.
Any of you guys got keys?
Everyone okay?
Everyone's okay for those, except for these poor dream thralls. Do you think that water's deep enough to break this fall? No, it was not. It was not even fucking close. All right. Who needs ankles anyway? Ankles are overrated. Oh. Another God Shrine totem fragment.
Those artifacts you found fit together somehow. Let's have a closer look at camp.
Sweet. Finding some good stuff. You know what we're not finding, though, is the goddamn key! Already climbed up here, right? So I probably didn't go to, like, the very top, though. Still no package? What the heck? That was 3 hours ago! Oh, man. Sorry, Jazzy. I am literally running out of places to look. Okay, we looked in there. We looked in there. We can't get in there. That's where we're trying to go. We can't get in there. That's where you probably go later. We looked there. We looked there. We killed all the dancing lizards. We found the other dude. I don't know where else to look. Fancy chest. I'll take that. Probably gonna break my legs again. That's fine. What else is new here today? This is bananas. I do not know where this key is. I feel like I've been to every inch of the search circle. How far can a key wander on its own? That's the real question. We might just need to give up on this for now and come back later, because I cannot find it. This seems unrealistic. I know. You Googled it? Is it like somewhere nearby? Where they say it is sounds embarrassing to miss. It can't be that easy. Okay, I might take your hint on this one, because I have looked everywhere and cannot find it, so... Wait, no, you misread? Okay. So it's the opposite? It's in a hard place that is hard to find? I like that there's little fossils around. This place was underwater at some point. This was one big ocean, I suppose. Yeah, hit me with the location of that key. Otherwise, I'm leaving this area for now, honestly. This is what my map looks like. Looks like we missed a side quest over here. Maybe that was when my game glitched out. We'll have to go pick that up too. Oh yeah, this whole area is called Ancient Lake Bed, so that actually lines up perfectly with me saying it was underwater. Looks like it's around the F on scanned clef. So over here? Oops, didn't mean to do that. So it's in this little area. I looked. Oh, there it is. There it is. I came in, but I never turned around. A crisp note written in a clear hand. It's white parchment speckled dark with ash. It reads, "Leave the laboratory keys on this nail by the door. Always keep it locked. The desert vermin must not be allowed inside." There it is. And speak of the devil, here's the desert vermin. What the hell is that thing? That is disgusting. It's like some weird mass of tentacles. They're called ash blights. Ow. I thought they farmed spiders in this town, not tentacle monsters. I know, this place was cursed enough. When I looted it, I got something called a primal flame, which appeared to have been at the core of the monsters. That's so weird. We upset the flying spaghetti monster. Okay, finally, after much searching, we can enter the laboratory.
Equipment contaminated samples. This is no lab.
It's pretty disgusting in here, that's for sure. Lots of loot though, so we'll take it. We will take it. Just gonna go methodically from one corner to the next to make sure we don't miss anything. Here's the other key, the well key, and a burned document. Only fragments of sentences remain on this burned document. Crystal eater spiders of the living lands, but upon what mineral? Perhaps the unique properties of... We've got a unique shield over here, the Spindle Walker. Wow, there's so much good loot in here. And then a big shiny chest. Full of great stuff. Alright. Well, we knew that all paths led to the well where all of the monsters and spiders they had been experimenting on are apparently locked. So, this should be fun, right?
Prepared for anything.
Oh, I'm prepared for everything. Down into the grotto we go. It's a goblin feast! Yep. Oh, I'm gonna regret this so much. Okay, beautiful grotto to start. Spider webs, though. Indicating what is to come.
Wonderful. I'm wet.
Okay. God help me.
We're definitely in a ghost story.
If there's not good loot down here, that's all I can say. That's all I can say. If there is not good loot down here, so help me.
Next one's mine.
Crystal Eater Spiderlings. And then Crystal Eater, which is not a spiderling, that is a full-grown fucking spider. No! It's a jumper. No! Get away from me! Yeah, this sucks.
Nothing like a win with a good team.
I knew exactly what I was walking into, and this still sucks. Okay. Oh, someone else did make it out of here.
Not saying a word.
I'm confused. How do I thought I could hit that exploding barrel. Okay, I did. Here we go. I think that must have opened a path for us, maybe. Huh, no screaming. Tiff's leveled up over these years. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's still time for some screaming when a giant spider jumps right at me, but I have to think that I'm getting a little better at all this. Oh!
Dream thralls. Now I'm worried about who's locked them up.
It was the scientist, but...
There is only the greenery. Oh, so alone.
I don't think they fully turned yet.
But that simply is itself. Red petals. Red petals.
Tia says, this is a lot more bearable than if I was playing myself. Well, I think that's where some of my confidence comes from as well. If it was just me playing solo, I'd be screaming, but at least I have you guys to help me feel more confident. Diary scrapped. The final page of a short diary written in a shaky hand. The other pages are torn away. What remains reads, lost the cave stone. Vines reach canopy sky. Cave gone. Cannot will back the world. The stone, I know. Greenery. The garden. Oh. Kith. Only blossoms. Thoughts like pollen. Pollen to be carried to grow and renew. Soul dispersed spores to grow anew. They mentioned the garden. Interesting. Should I be coming in here with these guys? Probably not.
I am...
They seem kind of harmless, though, to be honest. I feel kind of bad for them.
Spreading like life across the world. Across this world I am. New
Maybe we'll close the door on our way out. Oh, sorry. Oh yeah, they were doing experiments down here. Did you guys open the door again? God damn it, guys. It was closed for a reason. A small collection of notes written on spore-spotted, water-stained parchment. It is titled, An Account of the Progression of the Dream Scourge. It reads, the affliction begins with brief absences, that is, moments of unawareness, not unlike those caused by disrupted sleep, over-inebriation, great age, and so on. Then, within the span of days, this affliction progresses to a hallucinatory state. In every instance, it is the same. The afflicted dreams, in waking life, of floral imagery. The detachment from reality is not sudden, but gradual. The afflicted recognize the degradation of their faculties until they are lost entirely within the realm of the dream. During this period, appetite lessens, as the afflicted are unresponsive to the world around them. The skin takes on a sickly hue, then a greenish one. The afflicted are largely lethargic. Then comes what is currently believed to be the final change. The skin blossoms with fungal growth. The afflicted regain their energy and lash out with uncanny strength at the world around them. No stage of progression is known beyond this point. So the TLDR is that the change happens real fast. One day, you're having weird dreams. The next, you're covered in fungal spores. Thank you for the hydration, Brawny. Oh.
We can do nothing for them.
We're damned.
There's people in there and they seem lucid. Ah. Why, hello.
Who are you? What do you want from us? Gods take me. You're a real person, not a dream thrall.
That's a fallacy. Dream thralls are derived from real people, you idiot.
Ignore them. Are you the envoy, by any chance? We've heard rumors of your coming.
Wow, rumors came all the way down this well? That's interesting. I am a representative of the Adarian Empire, yes.
So you must be acquainted with Captain Wimgar, then. That's fortuitous. We're naturalists who created a small settlement here after Adir ordered us to study the crystal spiders of the living lands.
We should have fled. The local Adirans warned us this venture was doomed, but we ignored them. Then some of our people became afflicted.
We sequestered the infected away. But one of them turned in the night, causing a fire that swept through the area. We came to this cave, saving who and what we could with Captain Wimgar's help. But he said we needed to kill our affected companions. The Steel Garrote is very clear about whether dream thralls can be permitted to live.
Okay, why didn't you do as you said?
Because progress cannot be made if you render your test subjects extinct. We originally came here to study the spiders, but when our colleagues turned, we had no choice but to take on a new field of research.
We thought we could save them.
You want to save the Dream Thralls?
It was certainly the desired outcome. But given what we've seen of the plague, we may have to kill them instead.
How can you speak so clinically? My brother, your husband, is one of them.
I'm a pragmatist. We need your help, Envoy.
What can I do?
Kill the Dream Thralls for us. That way Wimgar will have no reason to turn us away.
Are you a fool? The Steel Garrote won't care. They'll kill us if they know we're alive.
Not if the Envoy euthanizes the Dream Thralls for us.
You're joking. Those are our friends, your husband, and my brother. No, just ask Wimgar for provisions. We only need supplies. I know he has provided for us before, but we need more. We're too hungry to think straight. Once we have the right provisions, we can decide what to do next.
Any other solutions?
I have one. There's no hope for us, after all. You could kill us, Let's be realistic. We're damned either way. Might as well end it cleanly.
What are you talking about, you lunatic?
Even if the envoy got Weemgar to protect us, there's no guarantee his words will mean anything to the Steel Garrote. They might still decide we're infected. Worse, they might decide we're trying to infect other Adirans.
Then we'll just take the provisions and...
And what? They'll still run out. We're going to die. It's just a matter of whether it's by starvation or the Steel Garrote's hand. No. Better we just end it here. Envoy, put us out of our misery.
She doesn't speak for us. Kill her if you must, but the rest of us will leave this cave and never look back.
Okay, I gotta be honest, we are presented with awful options here. I don't even know what the best course of action is. My gut is telling me to just get them provisions and let them stay here. And I'll tell you why, for multiple reasons. A, the Dream Scourge is so new, we truly don't know if there is a cure. Maybe there is, and these people might find it. I don't think it's worth giving up hope on the cure front yet. B, the Dream Thralls they have out there are not aggressive right now, and they have them contained. If they keep them in that cage, even if they do get aggressive, hopefully, you know, they would be fine in there. But it seems like they're not aggressive. Maybe not all Dream Thralls are aggressive. I don't know. C, this land is overrun with Dream Scourge and Dream Thralls anyway, so honestly, what's another few more? My gut says give them provisions, keep them underground, everything's sequestered, see if they might be able to come up with anything through their research, and if not, the risk is as contained as it could be. These three are not infected. You'd know if they were infected. It's very obvious. They might get infected, but I think I'm going to go with number 1. C, the Steel Goonrotes are probably just going to murder them anyway. Yeah, if they want the Dreamers killed, they can damn well do it themselves. Yeah, I'm going to go with number 1. You can't give up hope. You don't know what will happen if you get the provisions.
A bit sentimental, but your logic is sound.
Thank you. I did my best to logic my way through this situation, so I appreciate it. I'll see about getting you some provisions.
You will have our eternal gratitude if you succeed.
Muffin, are you gonna come over for pets? I don't know. She's just off screen, just sitting there.
Doom is waiting.
Well, I'm here though. You know, I'm gonna see if y'all got any loot. But I gotta be honest, you don't have very much good stuff. So I don't know who's gonna pay me for my trouble here, but it looks like it's not these people. Ah, yes, the Quasar maneuver. What of my provisions, mother? Alright, I guess for now, we're getting out of here. Hi, baby. Come here. Mommy will give you provisions in the form of pets. Yeah? Please bring us food so we don't starve. Then Tiff. Looty loot goblin. Look, they gotta pay me for my services somehow, right? Alright. Captain Wimgar is back at Eagle's Reach. And then there's a quest there that I wanted to pick up anyway, so what I'll do is I'll fast travel to Eagle's Reach Party Camp. If it's not nailed down, I'm taking it. And then while we're at the party camp, we can set up our new totem.
I don't know, another fragment in. This thing's just getting warmed up.
Let's see. So, this is what it gives us. Disappearing Trick, Second Wind, Cast Shadowing Beyond, and Magic in the Blood. Restoring Essence also restores a small amount of health. Ooh. Alright, so unfortunately, it appears you can only have one totem active at a time? Yes. So if that's the case, we will keep this one activated because it has more fragments. But once we get that one filled up, it might be worth activating. That is by far the most horrific looking totem so far. Yeah, I don't love that. It's got tentacles, it's got eyeballs. It's giving Cthulhu.
I mean, do you touch
That's
them
for
when
sure.
you're doing animancy? Are they hot or cold? Is it like a cloud or like a beam of light?
Well, it feels a bit like being watched. Like there's an unseen presence in the laboratory with you. That's why many animancers prefer to work in groups. To be in the presence of the living.
Look at the beautiful sky out here.
I think that makes sense.
Normally this is nothing to worry about. Unless the presence follows you home. Then you know you've angered the dead.
Right. I think I'll just stick with hunting bears for now.
Over here, we can do a little upgrading of our stuff. Upgrade our wand to exceptional quality +2. And then we can break down the stuff we have here. We can craft some of this stuff. Cool. All right. Hi. Love you. Hi.
Help us! We need help!
Ronnie says, I was gonna ask if breaking down stuff is better than selling it, but then I saw you're basically Avowed Scrooge McDuck with 20k monies. Yeah, it's gotten to the point where I've gotten such good equipment that I don't find the need to like go shopping and replace it. What's more valuable to me at this point is upgrade materials to upgrade the equipment that I do have. I've also just been lucky with, yeah, accumulating a bunch of money. Pretty much the only thing I buy at this point is lock picks and potions. Everything else, I've been just deconstructing. Like, even the unique weapons I've been deconstructing. And then I've been upgrading my stuff, and it's been doing me well so far.
Oh, Darren! Please! We need help!
Our parents, they...
We were out finding food, but when we came back, they changed.
They attacked us, tried to rip us apart.
Did you say your parents changed? Oh no.
We locked them inside the house, but we don't know what to do.
You both should find shelter in Thirdborn. It's not safe here.
You tell them Kai sent you. That should still carry some weight.
They're going to kill them!
Shh. It'll be okay, Tamamu. They're in our home by the cliff face.
No, no. Mother. Father.
Please. Try to make it fast. And let us know when it's over. We'll need to do the last rites.
Namaho has the most beautiful head of curls I've ever seen. He looks like Nick Jonas, and I'm obsessed with him. If you guys don't know, my celebrity crush, who I have loved since I was 13 years old, is Nick Jonas. And this boy and his head of curls is doing something to me here. Namaho.
Whatever you must do. We understand.
I'll do anything for you. Look at those beautiful curls. All right, I guess we'll murder his mother and father. To get on his good side, we'll add that to the to-do list. In the meantime, we gotta check in with Captain Wimgar.
What can I do for you, Envoy?
I need to speak with you about the burnt-down settlement in the lake bed.
Not so loud. Careful where you say that. We and they.
Like I'm up and having a little bath.
Word gets out. I can't risk discussing this with you
So
further.
cute.
Please, just know that they and their caretakers must stay in that cave.
Send more provisions to the poor souls in the cave. That's all.
Ah, so you know then. I can't say I'm surprised you learned the truth. I'm sorry I didn't tell you. I'm sure you understand what a dangerous truth this is. But never mind. Provisions. I'll see it done, Envoy. You have my word.
Okay. Thank you. I'm sure they'll appreciate it.
Of course. We'll find the rations from somewhere. After all they've done for us, they deserve it. Tell me, are the infected still alive after your visit? Or are they gone?
They're alive. The search for a cure goes on.
We can only hope. That means a lot to us. Thank you. Please don't let this trouble you any further. I'll take care of them from here.
I trust you will. Farewell.
Godspeed, Envoy.
See, there are some good ones among the Adarans. The ambassador is a good guy. It seems that the captain here is a good guy. While the Steel Garrote may be poisoning the image of most Imperials, they're not all bad people, and I'd like to count myself as among those as well. Alright, Home Sweet Home is our next quest. Namaho and Tamamu returned home to discover their parents had caught the Dream Scourge. We need to find the homestead and deal with the Dream Thralls. That is a perfect example of an out-of-context quote. TS just added quote number 155. Look at those beautiful curls. Alright, I guess we'll murder his mother and father. That's funny. Wait, what was the context? We just spoke to that boy up there, and I said he looked like Nick Jonas, and I loved his beautiful curls. But he asked me to go kill his mom and dad, who have become Dream Thralls. That's the context. I'm sure it will be forgotten post-haste. Oh, we were down here earlier, and the place wasn't infected. I guess it's not infected till you pick up the quest. But here's mom and dad. Bye-bye, mom and dad. Alright, so now next time we're in Thirdborn, we can tell Nick Jonas that mom and dad have been taken care of.
Cut them down.
Yeah, see, the more comments like that Sapadal makes, the more I'm thinking that she might not be a good person after all, a good god after all. She seems to think people with the Dream Scourge are, like, better. It makes me think the Dream Scourge is coming from her, and there's gonna come a point when we have to decide whether we're gonna let the god out or put her down. And if she's inherently connected to the Dream Scourge, unless we can convince her to stop it, I have a feeling us and Sapadal are gonna come to odds, because comments like that are just making me think the Dream Scourge is her creation and she thinks that she's, I don't know, creating some superior species or something. But yeah. I have to agree with TS. I'm fairly convinced that Sapadal is the source of the Scourge. Alright, I think we're done out here for now, so how about we head to Thirdborn? It's beautiful. When they said it was a city in the middle of the desert, I don't know, I didn't expect it to be right on the water and have such a beautiful view. In terms of desert cities, it seems that Thirdborn is very nicely situated, and as we get closer to it, we actually get more greenery, more foliage. Apparently Thirdborn is full of, like, outlaws and what have you, but I mean, what town in the Living Lands is not, so we can't judge it just for that. At the very least, it's got good scenery. Maybe if we murderize Sapadal, we can get Ludwin to like us. Win-win!
Worth and
Oh. There's a bunch of stuff here. It's like a little oasis. This is beautiful. And it looks like this might be where the city gets its water supply, because you can see the piping there. May as well contaminate it with my unwashed body, I guess. While we look for loot. And see, it was worth it, because there was loot! So much loot, holy crap. When in doubt, pollute the local water supply, because there might be a lot in it for you. Ancient lake bed. In the name of loot, even goblins may swim. I mean, I don't know if I'd call this a lake bed. That's straight up a lake. Yay, colorful lemurs! Oh, I haven't seen them in so long! I was afraid they all burned to death. He disappeared into the brush, but I saw him. There was a gay lemur, and he was alive and well. And now my heart is full. There was a what? A gay lemur? Oh. Rip. Oh, damn. What is going on here? Oh, shit!
Those dream thralls are at Thirdborn's gates.
I did not realize Thirdborn was under siege. Holy shit! Okay. This is serious business. Yeah, I was not expecting a literal siege at the front gates of Thirdborn. This is crazy. Looks like we arrived just in time to lend a hand here. Holy moly. Ugh, they make some gross sounds. They're everywhere. Are we the cavalry? Then yeah, you're welcome. They're a high level too. A higher level than we are, but luckily we've got numbers on our side.
Fucking dream thralls.
Fucking dream thralls. The experience should be good then. Yeah, you'd think. We're fighting high-level enemies here. You'd have to hope we'd be well rewarded. Why was that so funny? I know. I think it was just like the tone of voice that she said it in. It was honestly hilarious. Fucking dream thralls. Okay. I think we're good. No, we're not. Sorry, spoke way too soon. Just one left, though. There we go.
Ugly bastards, aren't they?
That was intense. Hey, we got to level 15. Bronny was right. We did get good experience. Alright, before we level up, let's just get all the loot. Gotta get the priorities in order, you know? God damn. Seriously, I knew, obviously, there's lots of Dream Scourge in this area. We fought a ton just getting here. But I did not realize that they were literally doing basically an organized assault on the walls. That they had all these barricades and stuff put up outside the city. This is This is a lot. Let's go up here. Hopefully there will be loot, and hopefully we'll get a nice view of the surrounding area. Oh yeah. Dead bodies. Chest. And then here's my nice view. Doesn't look like there's any other Dream Scourge around. I think we're in the clear for right now.
I don't want to have to bury another friend.
Oh, damn. Sorry, man. This is tough, but you're doing good here. You're holding. My gloves look pretty. I know, they're so shiny and purple. I love them.
Wouldn't want to end up like that.
Like this guy? Yeah, no, preferably not. I'm gonna steal all of your supplies, though, because surely you guys holding out on the walls here don't need them, right? Surely you've got enough to go around here, right? Alright, welcome to Thirdborn.
Hold it right there, Adiran. What are your intentions in town? Been sick? Strange dreams lately?
Relax, Daran. The only strange dreams we've had involve your mother.
Shit. Kai? What are you doing here? Temerty's gonna have a fit.
Kai, what's this all about?
I, left without saying my goodbyes.
Kai shouldn't be here. None of you should be here. Huh. You're with the Adirans now?
I'm with the Envoy, and we're against the Dream Scourge.
We don't want to quarrel. We're looking for someone named Yahtzee.
Right, right. Answer the question, Adiran.
Come on, Daran. They slew those dream thralls for us. I doubt she could have done that if she was sick. I, for one, thank you. We couldn't take him on our own.
Are you smoking Svef? The Adirans raised Fior. We'll be next.
Not the Adirans, the Steel Garrote. Important distinction.
Not much of a difference, if you ask me.
Daran, can you get on with it?
Fine. All right. I can't keep you out if you're not sick anyway. We just have to take precautions. Everyone in Thirdborn has lost someone. Pass on through, but report any symptoms you see to the Tiranui. They're responsible for keeping law and order around here.
Law and order. This place has gone downhill.
We better get to clearing out these corpses. We'll need help. There's too many to haul off between the two of us.
Well, best of luck with that. TS's way to dodge that question about strange dreams. Yeah, sometimes it's better just not to answer instead of, you know, having to straight up lie, because we've certainly had some strange dreams. Nothing to worry about it, I don't think, but I'd rather not try to explain that to these people. Because yes, I have had the strangest dreams lately, if we're being perfectly honest. Alright, here's Thirdborn. Thirdborn is a main settlement in the Shatterscarp region of the Living Lands. It is primarily occupied by Rowatayan expatriates, sailors, soldiers, explorers, and merchants. And holy wow! That's a view just as you walk inside town. Look at that! Whoa! I don't know what sort of monster it is, but it has quite the impressive skeleton. Hello, is everyone okay here? I guess it's the guards outside getting some...
The attack seems to be over.
Some treatment.
Everyone okay?
That was... I think I saw my uncle out there. He left a few weeks ago on a trade caravan.
No, that don't mean nothing. Could be someone else. Don't give up hope.
I saw his face through a crack in the gates. It's him! I don't want it to be him.
Oh.
We can go check if you'd like.
Are we safe in here? Will the dream thralls break through?
That's not a fair question to ask.
I mean, the gates look pretty sturdy. You've got good walls here. Good bones.
But we'll do everything
Also,
we can.
Whoa, that is a sick gate. Clearly this town has a bit of like a Asian influence to it. We've got cherry blossoms. We've got sort of Asian-inspired architecture. We've got the koi fish. Whoa, oh my god, that cherry blossom. That is freaking beautiful. I've got a cherry blossom tattooed on the back of my arm. They're my favorite. I absolutely love them. This is going to be a cool place. Very, very beautiful. Phew, no snipers waiting for you to enter. That's 2/3 of the town's ruled sniper-free then. Yes, we've got a much better welcome here than we did in Paradise, that's for damn sure. Unfortunately, the town is beautiful, but its inhabitants are not the happiest. Welcome to the Leviathan Market. I can see where it got its name. The corpse of the Leviathan, the skeleton of a Leviathan, one of the deadliest creatures to call these waters home. In honor of Kaipo, the legendary fisherman who single-handedly claimed both for Thirdborn. Holy shit! This thing swims in the waters off the coast? That's badass. Alright. No one's using the sacks, right? Thank you.
Don't tell me you're out of linen. We need to make bandages.
I don't know what you expect me to do. I can't just make more linen out of thin
You're not
air.
using this dagger, are you?
What am I supposed
Thanks.
to do? Do you want
Good
everyone
luck
to bleed
with the
out?
linen.
Does it even matter? There are always more injured.
Who needs fabric? We still have stuff.
Hey, these people have fabric!
If you need material for bandages, I have some. I'll even give you a good price. Wish I could give it out for free, but I still have to eat.
Understood.
Everything is going up in price. It's getting harder and harder to survive here. This plague needs to end soon. I don't know what we'll do if it doesn't. Anyway, did you need any linens? Silk?
I mean, I'll take a look at your goods. Hey, welcome home. I can sell you the stuff that we picked up. Don't need you, or you. Or you. You. Whoa. Oh my goodness. Look at the stuff she's selling. This is all superb quality and is extremely expensive. Damn. Okay. Holy crap. Didn't realize she was going to be such a high quality merchant here. What was that about you being Scrooge McDuck? Yeah, clearly I'm not as rich as I thought I was. Not up against these types of goods. 27 grand each, yeah. You thought I was rich before, I'm not rich anymore. Maybe now we start selling our stuff instead of dismantling it, because clearly we've reached a new tier of stuff here in Thirdborn. I'll take a look at your goods as Alana walks in. I don't think she noticed. Alright. That was, wow. That was bonkers. TS makes a good point though. They do have a cannon pointed right at the gates, so maybe I'm not in the clear yet about getting shot.
Be nice if we had guns like that. I wouldn't be so fucking terrified of the dream thralls otherwise.
Guns like that? On our wages? Come on, be serious.
Guess you've got good guns?
Let me know if you need something. Best weapons this side of Abidan's forge.
Ooh, here's a good opportunity. Let's show her that star metal we've picked up. Do you know how to forge this into anything?
I'll be damned. Never thought I'd see star metal in my lifetime. Short answer, no. Long answer, still no. But the Forge Master in Solace Keep is probably your best bet if you're looking for someone who does.
Come on, where's your sense of adventure? No one can swing a hammer like you.
If you knew how rare this stuff is, you wouldn't ask me to risk it.
All right, I said she would, you said she wouldn't. There's your bet.
Nice! I forgot we made a bet with Kai. He said, I bet there's someone in Thirdborn who will be able to forge this for us, and I didn't really have any basis for this, but I said, I bet not, because, I don't know, I just wanted to be a shit disturber. But apparently I was right, so Kai just paid me 600 gold for that bet. Alright, so unfortunately we can't use the star metal in Thirdborn, but it seems that we are getting closer to someone who can make something out of it for us. That's some gun you have on display there.
Ismalt's meteoric apparatus. She's a beauty, isn't she? A traveler sold it to me ages ago. Poor bastard went up against something big out in the highlands, limped back to town, and died a few days later.
Needed the money to ship his body home. I hated to take it from him. Still, Adra inlay, brass filigree, whew. She could use a strong hand. You interested?
I'm not a big gunner, but, I mean, show me what else you have. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. We thought the other person's goods were expensive? She's selling stuff for 35,000 gold. Holy moly. Okay. This is the gun she was just talking about. Ismalt's meteoric apparatus. She has a lot of guns. She's got fair play. A lot of guns and heavier weapons and armor here. I will buy her lockpicks. I will buy her grenades. I will buy her Adra. Probably, honestly, I'm probably gonna buy her leather. I'm gonna buy all of her exceptional upgrade materials. Hero says, yeah, the price jumps between areas is crazy. Literally in Emerald Stair I was rich, and here I'm poor. Huge jumps in the prices. Well, we still didn't find that star metal smithy, but anyway. Can I rob her blind from behind? Merchant's Notes. A compilation of hastily written notes and rough diagrams detailing the locations of treasure and useful resources. Most of these appear to be crossed off, suggesting the owner of this compendium has found them already. Rumor is that there's a strange door out near the Godless Ruins. To find it, follow the stream by the Leviathan Hollow. Went there, but can't figure out how to get it to open. Maybe for the better? We'll try again in a year if we're alive then. That's worth noting. Nothing else to steal, but we got information. Alright, guys, as much as I am so interested to just dive into Thirdborn and explore, as you can see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, there's a bunch of quests to pick up, obviously the main quest that brought us here, and a very cool looking town to explore. I am so hungry. And I suppose that makes sense because we have been streaming for 4 hours, and when I started streaming it was morning, and now it's afternoon, so I think we'll end stream here for today. It seems actually like a decent place to end stream, because when we pick up again next weekend, then we can explore Thirdborn. If it's anything like the other cities, we'll spend hours in this one town exploring, meeting everyone, and all that good stuff. So how about we save our game here? That 4 hours did go fast. Time literally flies when I'm playing Avowed and when I'm hanging out with you guys, so it's the perfect pair to do both on this lovely Sunday. So thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed our Avowed stream. We'll be back again next weekend with some more Avowed. We'll probably be live next Saturday, I believe, is what I have scheduled. So I will see you guys then. If you do need to get caught up on any Avowed, you know where to go. Head on over to the YouTube channel where all the VODs are uploaded. In the meantime, you won't have to wait till next weekend for more exciting stuff here on the channel, however, because tomorrow night is going to be a big night. Tomorrow night is going to be the finale of the Pokemon Nuzlocke. Whether we end in victory or defeat, it's all going to go down tomorrow. I'm going to get started a little early tomorrow because the stream is probably going to be a bit longer. So I'm hoping to get on by about 5 p.m. my time. And what do we have left to do? We've got to get the final gym badge, we've got to go through Victory Road, and then we've got to take on the Elite Four. So we're gonna finish it tomorrow night, one way or another, which is super exciting. So hopefully I'll see you guys back here tomorrow for some Pokemon, if not next weekend for some Avowed. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'm having so much fun with Avowed and having fun streaming with you guys as always. So very much appreciate it. Before we take off, I will send y'all on a little raid. Who are we going to raid today? There's a bunch of different people on today that I'd like to raid. How about we raid you over to my friend Joe? The Odd Joe is streaming 7 Days to Die, which I'll be honest, don't really know anything about, but I'm sure he can tell you all about it. why don't we go on over and say hello to Joe? Oh, Beast requested a raid target. Oh, well, I feel bad now because I already said we were going to raid Joe and I don't want to go back on that. So can we refund Beast's guide the raid, and I'll do it next time. If that person is live, or you can request. I'll make sure I actually look at chat next time before I choose my raid target, because I don't want to go back on that and say cancel on Joe. One day, Beast, one day. Sorry about that, Beast. I apologize. But yes, we will go raid the Odd Joe. If TS wants to hit me with the raid commands in chat, then we can get all the raid goodness going on. We do have 2 raid commands set up. One of them is for subscribers, one of them is for non-subscribers, so no matter what your status is, you can still copy all that raid goodness and put it over in Joe's chat. Tomorrow night is the night. There's not going to be a team wipe. It's going to be a team celebration tomorrow night. I'm manifesting it now. Tomorrow night is going to be the night that we beat our 3rd Pokemon Nuzlocke run. All right? You heard it here first, folks. It's happening tomorrow night. I'll see you guys then. Thanks, everyone, for hanging out, and go say hi to Joe.